Also open up the dice roll.
All right. Yeah. Hello. Hey, this is speaking with Rule Playing Public Radio. We're playing Delta Green today on the Delta Green today for the RPPR Patreon. Yeah, close. This scenario is called Red on White Picket Fences. I am. This is obviously a new scenario that I've just come up with. Well, I actually, I have an outline and everything. But we have 3 agents here who are being called in in an emergency. We're going to say this takes place. The site you were supposed to investigate is a suburb right outside of Boston, and you are all quite yeah. Well, let's introduce our agents here who are thrown into this mission with no preparation. So first off, we have Ginge, I think, playing Darren Wooten. Please tell us a little bit about Darren.
Yeah, so Darren is a private intelligence analyst. He's been in the business for quite a few years now. Got into it right when Russia was starting to, or the Soviet Union was starting to fall. So, yeah, he's been around the block a few times and has seen quite a few things come across his desk at his office. And this is his first time out in the field, I think.
Okay. The Delta Green, you all work for the program. I don't think any of you have even heard the term Delta Green specifically, but you
I don't even know I'm working for the program.
Yeah, yeah, that's true. But next up we have Hellspawn playing Quentin Dudgeon. Please tell us about Quentin.
Quentin Dudgeon is a federal agent who has been around for for an agent. He's pretty young, I guess, for 36. He used to deal with a little bit of a cult, maybe just because of gangs who use specific symbols. Or like, okay, let's see what this has to do with it. Just pretty much your bog standard federal agent looking to find the truth. Doesn't know what he's actually getting into. Probably will die a horrible screaming death. But that's Delta Green.
Yeah, it's Delta Green. And finally, we have Star Asp playing Paul White.
Hello. Paul is a salesman who sells bulk orders of used and refurbished bad computers to the developing world, and occasionally makes bad paper on the side trying to put his kids through college. He's very good at it, but he was caught by someone better, and now they have him by the short hairs.
Yeah.
So he thinks he's working for the newest edition of the White House plumbers. He has no idea that the supernatural exists, or, well, he has no concrete idea. He's never seen anything crazy. So he's out here. He got told to go to a place, and
he's at a place. Yeah.
He's at a place. Yeah. He's there with his bad paper kit and his 92 FS.
Yeah. I assume that's a type of gun.
Yeah, it's Beretta. It's just a
okay, yeah.
9,
Okay.
You've seen them.
Yeah, Beretta. I'm not. Yeah, I recognize the 92. Yeah. I'm not that much of a gun guy. Although I feel like knowing like I can see a gun and like, oh, that's an MG42. Like, yeah, I feel
that's
like
good enough.
Yeah, that's good enough. Yeah. Maybe not everybody can recognize World War II firearms at a glance. But anyway, here's the briefing you have gotten from an encrypted text message from an encrypted text message you got on your phone from a burner phone that you were sent with the program. And basically, all of you were told that it was very important that you do follow very strict security protocols with this phone, but to always check it on a regular basis. And all of you checked it, and you are to head to a address in a Boston. You're all located in the Boston area, and let's see here, random street name generator, because I forgot to come up with street names. All right, write me some street names.
Periwinkle.
Let's see here. these are all like British name streets. These are too posh for American street names.
This is Boston.
Yeah, exactly. Well, yeah, I guess you're right. All right, you Walnut Street. Yeah. You need to go to 672 Walnut Street, which is the house of Dr. Philip Riffle, a professor of history at Miskatonic University. Sent an email with multiple flagged terms to multiple recipients. Shortly afterward, 7 calls to 911 were made within a 2-block radius of Walnut Street, and which is where he lived. And the last call was made over 2 hours ago, and there has been follow up in the local police. No emergency has been declared. No reports of the call have been made. The police on duty seem to have forgotten that 3 police cars are missing in action. We have essentially surveillance. We have our hooks in the police surveillance system in the Boston region, and there are a number of incongruities. You are our only assets active in the city. We need to know what is happening. You need to go to 672 672 Walnut Street. You need to go to that address and find out what is going on. Take whatever measures you deem necessary. Find Dr. Riffle. Eliminate all vectors of the you all get of the unnatural. That specific word is used. That seems a bit jarring for some of you, at least. And you all are texted each other's names, photos, and your burner phone addresses, as these are the people who will be helping you on this mission. You are to respond now. And all of you know that this is your duty, and if you ignore this or run away, there will be dire consequences. So we'll start off with Paul. Where are you, Paul? Are you in Boston proper, a suburb? You're somewhere within like a 30-minute driving range of that address.
He just lives in Boston somewhere. Yeah, that's fine.
Okay, so you're probably closer to 30 minutes away by driving. But you know that the fact that a lot you receive this message. This is highly disconcerting to you. Give me a sand
questions.
Check. Give me a sand check for helplessness, because you feel like this is more than what you were told that you would be doing by a significant amount.
Oh, come on, give me my own command. I use this thing once a week and I still screw up somehow. 73. Fail.
All right, that's 1. What the fuck do they? You can text back to the your handler. You don't know their name or what they look like.
I think if he had passed the sand check, he might have done that, but like he's kind of afraid now. That's not at all what he was expecting them to send him.
Yeah.
They didn't seem like unserious people, so he's definitely not being pranked. So he'll go.
Yeah, if there's one thing that this is not a prank, and these people mean what the fuck they're saying, and so either they're absolutely crazy or that's actually the good. That would be the optimistic thing, is that they're just crazy.
If they're just crazy, maybe I can just tell the cops about it.
Yeah. So what is your first move?
He's gonna go to the meeting. He's gonna see what the hell's up.
They have not. You need to coordinate with the other agents about where to meet. Yeah. So we'll go. So you start messaging them to try and coordinate that. So
I think you would send out some tentative messages,
you set up a group chat in your Signal. We'll just say it's Signal. I don't know if actually Signal is secure enough for that, but whatever. Quentin, what is Quentin doing? Is he at work? Yeah,
what
we'll
time
say
did
this
you receive the text?
10:30 a.m.
He's in a bar.
Okay. This is a Tuesday.
Yep, that sounds about right.
All right. You get that text.
All right. I finished my morning drink, and
You tell us to come to the bar.
yeah, exactly. I
Okay.
said like, all right, let's meet at the local bar. It's close for everyone.
Uncle
And,
Bentley's, yeah.
yeah.
Uncle
Am I able to
Bentley's
text
pub.
the
Yeah.
Yeah, Uncle Bentley's pub, classic. Am I able to text the handler or anything like?
Yeah. Yeah, you can text him as much as you want.
Ask eliminate Dr. Phil Riffle? Question mark.
If he is a vector of the unnatural.
And basically looking for any contamination, just eliminate.
Eliminate all evidence of the of vectors.
Partners. Do I need to eliminate them if there's any contamination?
If you think that they are no longer with the program.
Understood.
But if they are your fellow agents, or friendlies.
Okay, so we're not working. Okay, friendlies.
Yeah. Yeah. They tell you Paul is a friendly, and but Darren is also an agent. When in doubt, blame everything on Paul and treat him as a scapegoat. But
That's exactly what I'm asking.
that's the backup plan. The first thing is to they assume that Riffle is a vector, but you need they don't know. Like that's why they're sending you in.
Okay.
Yeah. Darren. You get this message from Quentin to meet at Uncle Bentley's pub. It's in Boston. Where is Darren right now?
So Darren is probably in some rented skiff space and doesn't actually have his phone on him at the time. And so he probably gets like a email across the server, and all it is just like all caps saying check the device or something like that. And so he's probably like 30 minutes, 45 minutes late by this point, and goes and makes his excuses to the security guard, like, oh, my dog is sick or something. And it's just like quickly texting back, like, because he has that device on him for whatever reason, like in the secure or at the spot you drop off your electronics. And he just texts back on the way.
Yeah. All right. So, it takes you all. We'll say it's 11:15 by all the time all of you have gotten together. The address. It's about a 30-minute drive from where Uncle Bentley's is. And you got your briefing, but that's it so far. You can ask more messages, or you can make a plan.
Yeah.
So we're all in the bar right now. Correct?
Yeah.
Okay.
Actually, why don't each of you describe what your character looks like? So, we'll start with Darren. What does your character look like?
He's probably like in decent shape. He is actually kind of like slick. But he's probably got glasses on from eye strain of staring at computer screens all day. And he's kind of like nervous, having been called out to the field. He's more used to assessing reports coming out of like Afghanistan or Eastern Europe, and not really used to homeland reports and stuff. So he's kind of shocked that this might be happening here. But he's kind of eager, I think, to kind of see what it's like to be in the field.
Okay. Yeah. Quentin, what do you look like?
Quentin is like salt and pepper hair, 36, but looks like he's aged 3 years. Looks perfectly healthy. Just he looks like he's aged, either naturally or unnaturally. But kind of dark eyes and sitting there with at least wearing the same clothes from 2 days ago.
Okay. And Paul.
Paul looks like he's a decently tall, sort of like late middle aged guy. Suntan. Hair's graying a little bit. He's wearing probably just a polo shirt and slacks. He looks like he runs, but he's getting a little long in the tooth physically.
Nice. Cool. So the three of you are together. Quentin, what are you drinking as they come in?
3 Fingers whiskey.
Okay. Awesome. Yeah. So, you have the address and you have your briefing. What's your next move?
So how long have you guys been with the program?
Is that what it's called?
I don't know, whatever you like to call it. The extracurricular activities. I don't know, hobbies.
Well, I haven't done this before. Usually someone calls me and tells me they need something and to have it for them.
Okay, so not in the field. Got it. I'll take a mental note of that. How about you, Derek?
I've been. You talking about like this odd stuff, right? That comes across my desk. Probably like 2 decades now, something like that.
Okay. All right.
But
In your professional opinion, because I'm about maybe 5 years into this, what do you think should be our plan of action? We're trying to find this person. We got to get there now, right?
yeah, I think we should maybe see into these 911 calls, see what they're reporting, maybe to see what it looks like before we actually get there. Like, what are people saying? Like, is it
Sounds
know,
like you got to have that all locked down. Like that's your expertise.
Okay.
I mean, I'd go with him to talk to the people. There's no way no one could forget that kind of thing. They're just, I don't know.
Well, yeah, sorry, sir.
Yeah, Darren, you can use bureaucracy, computer science to pull up the 911 calls.
I have comp sci at 60.
All right.
Yeah,
well,
I've got comp sci at 60 as well. So
Mhm.
Okay.
I got unarmed at 30.
Okay.
I have unarmed at 60 also.
I was lying. I was an unarmed 60. Checkmate.
Okay.
I failed.
I got a
Let's see.
16.
Okay. Well, yeah, unarmed's not really going to help you right now. There's no one to unarm. But computer science is successful. Yeah, you realize these calls, the recordings are made automatically, right? Because obviously they would record everything, get all the data they can, but they're not properly logged, or it's like they got the call, but only the automatic systems picked up. Like nobody. There's supposed to be a method to process things and like sort things so that it has the proper data. Like this is this type of call, this is this type of call, so they can find it easier. But it's like nobody at the call center did their job like as soon as they got the call. And there is a recording, and there's actually 7 recordings. Like I said, there's 7 calls, 7 recordings. But yeah, they and so you have access to those recordings. You can play them back, but there's no one took these recordings and like they made actually no they did make an initial thing of like send units, disturbance. There actually no, there are some initial reports because they would have to in order to send cop cars. The first 3 had reports, and the first one says in the text that disturbance at on Walnut Street, this block, the 600 block of Walnut Street, a large flock of birds causing disturbance. That's the first one. The second one is loud noise and crowd gathering outside of house on Walnut Street. And third one is I am afraid there are people outside. And then the last 4 recordings are not reported or like sorted. They didn't send anyone else out after the 3rd call, but people made them. And you can see that, and you also see the locations. The first 3 calls are all made within minutes of each other on that street, the 600 block of Walnut Street. The remaining 4 calls are taking place farther and farther away from that 0 point, center point.
So it's like expanding, growing.
They're just moving through the city.
But the furthest one, the last one, is made about 4 blocks away. And that was over an hour.
Fast.
That was like 2 hours ago. From when you're talking, so about 9:30. It's about 11:30 now. So it seems to have stopped it growing, at least as far as you can tell. Nobody's making calls. But yeah, you have access to the recordings too.
He's definitely interested in listening to the recordings that they didn't send anyone out for.
Okay. So that's 4 through 7. Which one do you want to listen to?
Start with 4.
Okay. There's someone outside who's looking really weird. I don't like it. And you start hearing this sound. Give me a sand check.
Oh boy.
All of us, or just him?
Just the person. All 3 of you listening to
I
it.
passed with a 17.
I assume
imagine
you're
we're
listening
doing
with,
it one at a time, unless you guys all want to share headphones or we're listening to this on
you passed.
speakerphone in the
Okay.
middle of the bar for whatever reason.
This is 1 for unnatural. It is
okay.
You kind of hear it and then you don't, and you just kind of like it's a very low quality recording, and you just kind of instinctively hit the stop button.
I think he just rips the headphone jack out of the whatever he's listening it to on, because that'll pause it automatically. It's just like a reflexive, like, fuck this.
Mm-hmm.
What was that?
He just shakes his head. It's like I don't know. It's a sound. I've never heard anything like that before.
You can give me an intelligence check.
Okay.
As you think about the sound, you didn't make your sand check, so
yeah. 32 under 75.
Okay. So it seems to you that like there was this something about it that you kind of blacked out at this all you can kind of vaguely remember of it is this crystalline sounding, high frequency, resonant, almost like music that was beautiful, but then there is this abrasive like sound of like particulates scraping against things that kind of like ruined the beautiful music. And then it kind of, and you just get this visceral response, and that's when you pull the headphone jack out. So there were like 2 sources of sound.
Yeah, he'll try to relate that much to everyone.
Mm-hmm.
And that was the calls that was coming into the police.
Which call number was that?
That was call number 4.
Yeah, that was call number 4.
I think he's gonna let one of you listen to any of the other ones.
Yeah.
All right, I'll listen to some of that.
Okay, which the same one or like 5, 6, or 7?
A bit of 4, and then I think I'm gonna thumb over to number 7 to see the last one. Because if the first one's bizarre, the last one has to be insane.
All right, give me 2 sand checks.
There it is. My first sand check.
I'd like to expose myself twice to the info hazard DM.
75. My character's pretty sane, I guess. Yeah, I rolled 14. I'm good.
All right. So it's 1 for the call 4 as before. You get the same kind of response, and you have a similar reaction to it. Call 7. Yeah, make another. Did you make your second sand check?
Oh, I did not. Thank you. Oh, I also make that one.
Okay, nothing for that. You don't hear the music in the 7th one, but you do hear the abrasive sound, and like the sound of wind. And it's
is it wind as in the sense of like it sounds like when someone's driving and I hear wind?
The caller's like something's happening outside. I see something in the like a cloud smoke. And then you just hear this like glass breaking, and you hear this just horrifying sound of meat being traumatized somehow, and just this anguished cry of pain that you just shudder as you know this person is suffering horribly. Like it is just the most visceral sound of a human in pain you can think of, you've heard, and it cuts off.
I order another 3 fingers of whiskey, and I say, "Yeah, they're dead." That was quite awful to listen to.
Paul's gonna order a shot of tequila.
I've informed the group basically of just like, yeah, it was visceral. Anyone who went through that either is not getting up anytime soon or is dead. So we can safely assume maybe something that's happening within the call ranges is either eliminating people or God knows what else.
Let's see. All of you can make a bureaucracy check.
Well, Paul doesn't have bureaucracy at 10.
Okay.
But,
then
I've
Paul
got
does.
bureaucracy, baby.
All right. Yeah. The analyst and the FBI agent can make a bureaucracy check. Yeah.
All right.
I made it.
I failed.
Okay. If you make it, then you realize that the something's going on. Something's wrong at the 911 call center. The any of these like the fact that they haven't logged these calls or they haven't properly sorted and they're just sitting in the automated recording system is really fucked. And given your reaction to the music, it must be
Is there any way to tell who the operator who received the calls were? Even me being a federal agent, there's any way I could find out?
For the first three, there are people, names attached, processed by so and so. That's part of the logging system.
Okay.
But the last four, like I said, 4 through 7, there's nobody worked on them. Nobody processed
it's
them.
basically was like stored in like, oh, we picked up the call, but no one picked up. It went to a machine essentially.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
Then let's get those names.
Okay.
And
we should do that. We should look at this doctor that they told us might have been the start of this. We should go to his house and see what's happening.
Well, I mean, that's the
main point. Yeah.
It's
the thing,
because it sounds like whatever's going on, it may have moved away from his home. We may be able to get close to it and see what's happening and get some info.
That's true. But I don't know. One thing that I'm worried about is, as I'm still drinking my 3 Fingers whiskey, is I like to be prepared. And already, it just seems like if we go there without knowing fully what we're going to get into, I have a feeling we're going to be walking into a whirlwind of trouble. No pun intended.
You listened to any of that and thought we weren't ending up in a whirlwind of trouble wherever we go?
Yeah, but would you... Okay, let me put this more...
Sorry.
Would you rather just be us, or would you rather have a couple meat shields between us? Might as well use local resources while we can.
All right. Paul's a follower, not a leader. He'll go along with whatever.
All right, the call
to an extent
in the city, obviously.
No, but we could split up if that's what the group. Like, I feel that we should go both ways. We can have one of us go to the doctors and the other one go to a call center, and the last one joins whoever they think needs the most help.
Okay. So who's going to go to the call center and who's going? Yeah, well, I'll just ask you. Quentin, where do you want to go?
I judge by compatriots who looks like they can talk to people normally.
Paul looks like he's pretty used to talking to people.
All right.
He looks like he's like a martial artist, but he definitely looks like he's used to talking.
I will say though, Paul, Quentin, you have the badge, right? Like you're the one who's going to be able to get in the 911 center the easiest. But yeah, you can you could research Dr. Riffle, or you go to straight to his house. Yeah.
All right, Darren, how good are you with a gun?
I mean, like I go to the range every now and then, but like, I'm not proficient with it. I don't shoot every day or anything like you guys do.
I practice pretty often.
So I say, I'll check out the 911 call center. How about you and Paul check out the doctor's office? 2 of you with both guns. You more than capable. If anything does happen, just send me a call and I'll work my way to the local police and we'll send over reinforcements.
Okay. All right. So Darren and Paul, let's see. It sounds like everyone's been drinking except maybe Paul.
Well, he had one tequila shot, but I think
Okay.
he's
All right.
used to
Yeah.
that.
Okay. Yeah.
Yeah,
So
I haven't heard any of the audio yet, so I've just been like sipping on water and wondering why they're drinking at 11:30 in the morning.
yeah. So two of you get in a car and head to Miskatonic University to look at the office. Well, it sounds like, were you looking at his work office, like where he taught, or like his home office?
So you said the last call made was like 2 hours ago, and there hasn't been any further
Yeah, 9:30 was when call 7 was made.
and
The first call was made of like 8:45.
okay, so like it kind of like expanded quickly and then maybe have stopped.
Mhm.
Yeah, I'm a fan of more information, so I'd rather go to Miskatonic first, I think, and
Okay.
see if there's any
Yeah.
sign of what he was looking into.
Yeah, Paul's fine with that.
Okay.
Driving away from whatever's going on to find out more. Yeah.
And then I do have some more questions about the calls, real quick, if I could.
Mhm. Sure.
So the 911 center, are there any other calls coming to it that they're just ignoring it, like those last four?
Give
Are
me
they
another
still-
computers check
All right.
to analyze their system, basically doing traffic analysis of their network.
Just barely failed.
Okay. They're still processing some calls at least. Their calls are still getting logged. People are still going out. The system seems to be functioning normally to a degree. Like there's some but you're not familiar enough with it, and you're not able to like you have the data, right? But you don't have you're not quite able to visualize how that data translate to how that call center works. So yeah, but you can tell that there's some normality still. It is not like if it was entirely shut down, there would be some kind of emergency, right?
Right.
But the fact that there isn't, but yeah, there's something weird going on. It's but you can't quite figure it out. So you got some information. So Quentin, you're heading straight to the call center.
Yeah. Do I have any of the names of the operators that took so many
Oh
calls
yeah,
earlier?
yeah. It was 3 different operators for 3 different calls. They, probably. I'm just gonna guess.
Yeah. Just shoot. But
let's see here. Where is the name generator? Here we are.
and just to cut through a lot of bullshit, basically, I want to make sure those names that have work call operators, there hasn't been any missing reports out on them anytime recently. So
well, you don't have access to that information in real time.
Fair enough.
Yeah, that would be a computer science check to do that kind of stuff quickly. But yeah, you have the names Darnell Hunt, Brett Anderson, and let's see here, Wilma Wilson. Yeah. So
funnily enough, I do have computer science. Can I do a quick check of just the first name of? Just do a quick briefing of oh, this person went missing.
Mm-hmm.
That is a pass, 51 out of 70.
Yeah, none of them are reported missing.
Okay, perfect. Yeah, then just head straight to the call center.
Mm-hmm. Okay. All right. So we'll do Miskatonic first. We'll say they're about equal distance for the sake of plot.
Yes.
Yeah. So Miskatonic University is a nice university that's situated in the Boston sprawl. It used to be part of a town called Arkham that was absorbed by the Boston suburban sprawl years ago as it gets bigger and bigger and bigger. Old historic university, prestigious history department. You find parking pretty quickly. It's Tuesday. It's during the school. It's we'll actually say it's during the summer, so not much activity there. But yeah, the offices are open. The history department's open. What is your goal there? Is get into his office and look around, talk to the people there. What?
If you look like you're more willing to break in and check things out, he would probably want to just talk to the people that he looks like he works with.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Yeah, you get names. Yeah, Dr. Harrington, Dr. Chambers, Dr. Bates. Yeah. So, all right, Paul, you find Dr. Let's see here, Roberta Chambers. It has an open door to her office, and she's a colleague. And she's typing away at a computer. Yeah, you can knock on her, or there's also the secretary. There's a front desk admin person. Well, not a secretary, but like an ad, someone working in the office, right? You don't know what they do exactly. Some administrator or clerk or something like that.
We could talk to the administrator first. Yeah.
Okay. That's Nicole Spencer, and Nicole's like, "Yes, can I help you?"
Yeah. My name is Mr. Brown. I'm here to test. I guess he would explain that he's here trying to look into like college applications for his daughter. So he's kind of looking into different programs, but he was interested in what they do here specifically. I don't think you said what the building does, but he would have taken a note of that.
Oh, it's a history. It's
history. Oh yeah, his daughter's very much into sort of a lot of history books and things like that.
Well,
so he came to check out their history department.
This is a topic Nicole has talked about 1,000 times before.
Oh,
and
yeah.
has well rehearsed. So she goes into a very slick spiel about how great Miskatonic's history department is, how renowned its library collection is, and all that good stuff. She doesn't really mention any particular. She mentions a few. She does not mention Dr. Riffle as one of. She doesn't mention. I mean, there's like 12 professors in the department, and there's she mentions like 2 of them. One, Dr. Chambers and Dr. Harrington, because they are published and award winning and that kind of thing. But yeah,
I think he'll just bring up Riffle, like that he's heard the name in passing, and he's just kind of curious. Can I give a persuade roll or something, maybe?
What do you? Well, I mean, she like not. You can give me a human.
I'll give you a human. Yeah, that's fine. I got that at 50.
Yeah.
Crit success, 33.
Oh, she read that email and it scared the shit out of her, and she is trying very hard to hide that information. That was the one thing she hoped you didn't bring up, and yeah, she is scared shitless of him. And is desperately trying to hide it. Oh yes, Dr. Riffle is an expert on medieval history and ancient history, and has done a lot of work translating ancient texts. Yes, he is a very skilled and studious scholar. Very high standards. He's very tough on his students. If your daughter's not a high achiever, it may be better for he only teaches advanced courses. So your daughter would only be taking that as a senior.
Okay.
Yeah, he may be going on sabbatical soon. But who knows what the future holds?
Yeah, he'll nod and kind of disengage himself from the conversation, kind of leave. He's gonna go find Darren.
Okay. Meanwhile, Darren, I will say, Dr. Riffle's office is locked. So if you have criminology, you could figure out a way to jimmy the lock, or you could force it, but that's going to make noise. And Dr. Chambers does have an open door. What do you want to
do? So I do have criminology at 40. One question, like walking into the building, like does it have like the list of professors and like what they actually study?
Yeah.
So like you said he does medieval and ancient history. Is it like a specific subject of it, like an area, or like?
Yeah, it's very do you have history as a skill?
I do have history at 60.
Oh yeah.
Oh, you got it better than I do.
Oh yeah. You've read some of his stuff then. Yeah. He is you can give me a history check. Yeah.
All right.
Yeah, you have like a graduate degree in history. like
32 success.
Yeah, he is well known as a scholar on mysticism and utopian thought throughout history. Alchemy and how mystical bleeds into utopian beliefs, and uh idealism is sort of his idea, the history of ideas and idealism and trying to build a better world, from King Arthur to City on a Hill. Those are some of the topics he's covered. And recently, over the last years, he's been kind of picking fights with other academics, getting more and more agitated. One of those professors who like gets more political in terms of contemporary events than he should, like in terms of like, oh god damn, people protesting things. We already live in a, yes. So you already know that he's growing increasingly disenchanted with the modern world, and studying a lot of ancient history, and also like a world-class scholar when it comes to translating these obscure texts made by self-proclaimed prophets and mystics and visionaries trying to build a better world. So that's what you already know about Dr. Riffle. That's his reputation in academia. You don't know what he's done recently. You don't follow his career particularly closely, but it's the program. He's on the curriculum for the program, right? Like he's one of the standard texts that the program refers to a lot. Yeah, because they're very interested in translating ancient texts. That's a big hobby horse for the program, and something you have to keep current on. And like, what has this ancient text been? Oh, the books of the dead have a new translation. Better find out what's the different about it. What, yeah, that kind of thing.
So above board, we're wasting this guy because one of Delta Green's book readers went crazy.
Well, like I said, that's what
Yeah.
Darren. So, what are you doing while Paul is having this conversation with the Nicole, the administrator?
So I actually want to try to get the secretary to let me into the office, like officially, instead of like breaking in and possibly getting caught or forcing it.
Okay.
So can I use my history skill to try to like bullshit her into thinking I'm like a Boston College
Well,
professor who?
That would be
I mean,
persuade.
were you there with me when I was talking to her then? Because
this is happening.
You might
while,
notice that she's scared.
Yeah.
You could probably use that to your advantage.
Yeah. Well, I'll say you were looking around. Yeah.
Okay.
Darren. So yeah, you can wait until Paul's done this conversation. Paul steps out in the hallway, tells you that Nicole is scared of Dr. Riffle, and now
he would say like, he's definitely our guy. He's up to something bad. I think she saw the email that they mentioned on the
Mm-hmm. So yeah, Darren, if you want to make that, you can. That's a persuade check. You definitely have enough information to create a plausible lie that would get you in the office if you make your check, but that's persuade, not history.
Okay. Yeah, I'll go ahead and try to persuade then, I guess, either the administrator or the secretary, and just be like,
well, there's only Nicole. She's the administrator,
okay.
Like a low-level administrator. So it's not technically not a secretary because she does more work than just a secretary, but like does secretary shit too.
It takes care of all the shit that professors don't want to.
Yeah,
like the academic office manager.
Yeah. I'm not up on my academia job title or administration job titles, but yeah, something like that. Yeah.
Right. Okay. Yeah. So hearing that she's scared of it, I'm actually going to go to her then, and I'll just say like, I'm Professor Worth at Boston College.
Are you making up a professor, or are you pretending to be an existing professor? You can do either.
Making up one.
Okay. Yeah.
And as much as I know Dr. Riffle is not taken seriously very much, or as much as his personality gets in the way of things, he is an excellent translator. And I'd sent him some texts I had, and he said he was done, but he hasn't emailed it to me, and he won't respond and all of that. Is there any way I could get access to his office? I know it's got to be right on his desk.
Okay, yeah, give me a check.
Let's see. This is persuade at 20, so we'll see.
Oh my god.
I'll give you a plus 20 bonus because you got helped by Paul, who made that.
Paul's so goddamn charming.
Yeah. Well, also Paul like read Nicole like a book, and was able
That is a 98. So
all right, that is. She's like, I've never heard of you, and I know all the professors at Boston College. What are you really? Who are you? What's going on? Did he do something? Did Philip do something?
You should just show her the badge and tell her to be quiet. National security up.
I don't think I have a badge.
Yeah, he's an analyst.
Oh,
He doesn't
you don't
a
have
badge.
fuck. Oh,
Yeah,
God.
yeah.
So actually, I'm just gonna like get in close. I'm gonna like be like,
right back.
So this Dr. Riffle, he sent me a really weird email.
Who are you?
I'm in academia as well. I'm in ancient history.
What's your
specifically
actual
like
name? What did he
the
say
Persian
to you?
Gulf area and stuff.
What did he actually say to you?
Do we know what the email said, or do you just know that it was flagged?
You would not ask the handler for the email, so you don't know what it said.
Shit.
You know, it had multiple flag terms. You don't even know what flag terms are. Like what got flagged out. So yeah.
So I know, like you said, he studied like alchemy and mysticism. So he was like talking about like the Philosopher's Stone, like the elixir of life, stuff like that, like just off the wall.
All right, I'll give you one more persuade check. If you fail, like she's gonna call the cops.
Oh my crap! Oh great, I'm back.
Yep.
D100. Fail.
Is it a regular fail or a crit failure?
Just regular.
Okay. She's like, you need to leave. I'm calling the police unless you leave. Right? If you don't leave right now,
I will raise my hands and be like, understood. My apologies. Just trying to understand what he was saying. Thank you. And yeah.
All right. So meanwhile, Quentin, you go in the call center. It's just, a building, part of the, it's near a police station, but like it's its own separate thing. The security guard lets you in when they see the FBI badge. You're like, oh yeah, of course. So that's pretty easy. But yeah, you give me an alertness check as you go in.
All right. I was going to ask if I could do something before entering the building.
Sure.
Basically, just send a message to the handlers. Is there a green box for containment cleanup?
Yes. They give you an address of a warehouse.
All right. I also resend that address to my 2 cohorts and send a text at call center after you guys are done. Here's the green box site for cleanup. I'm not going to move from the call center till we meet it up.
Okay. Cool. Yeah, give me a. Well, yeah, alert? I said alert. Yeah.
All right. Uh, 35. I make it.
All right. Yeah. So the call center is divided into these bays. Like they can't have too many people in one like room, otherwise it gets too loud and too chaotic. So they divided it up. They partitioned it off into separate sections, and one of them, the first one you go in right by the door, or you can see through a glass. They have windows so you can see into it, and you can see just like it's a call center, right? There's lots of people at little cubicle kind of things talking and typing, and it's pretty busy. You can hear it from even through the wall through the windows, but there's 4 bays, and one of them is real fucking quiet.
Oh. Okay.
And yeah, you can see through the window that there are people, and they do seem to be going through the motion of the work. And you can hear very faintly a very crystalline kind of music. You made your alertness check, so you hear it. It's very faint because you're out in the hallway. Yeah.
I'm going to ask for a manager,
Okay.
like someone who's running the sales floor, and ask about those employees.
Well, it's not sales; it's 911.
Or sorry, 911.
Yeah. I said call center, so yeah. That's the.
We
So, yeah.
sell now 911. Truly dystopian. Just contact the manager and get information on the employees I see that I hear the crystalline music.
Yeah, so let's see here. Who's this person? Tina Marino is the person in charge, the supervisor for this shift, and she has an office, and she says, yes, can I help you? It's Bay 4, by the way. We'll just call it Bay 4, the quiet one. Yeah.
Bay 4 is the quiet one. Got it.
And all three people that took the first three calls were all from Bay 4.
Okay. Hey, Tina, right?
Mm-hmm.
Hi, my name is Quentin. I'm actually I'm a federal agent. Actually, honestly, I'm just here because we're just testing out some 911 system alerts, and one of your guys is actually pinged up as some of the calls kind of slipping through the cracks, and I'm just here to really look into it. Nothing too serious. It's strictly just making sure everything's all right, running as usual.
Oh, okay. Sure. Well, what can I do to help?
Actually, we noticed a lot of the calls that were dropping were coming from Bay 4, I would say.
Oh, huh. She pulls up her computer and types a few things. Yeah, that's right. There must be something. There must be something wrong with the system. They're all at work. We can just go there right there and see what's going on.
I appreciate your cooperation.
Okay.
Also, let's keep this very hush hush. I don't want anyone to panic for unnecessary reasons. You surely understand.
Okay, yeah, sure. She escorts you to Bay 4. And she goes to the door and opens it and give me a sand check.
Oh, Tina. What have I done?
What did you do? It's like, oh, there's something weird going on. Let's just take a civilian in there. Like,
I'm okay with it.
Okay, cool. Yeah.
There's a shield between me and them.
There's not, because it's sound, and that's not how shields work.
Yeah.
I'm ignorant.
Yeah, no shit. Tina's having a bad day. So what'd you get?
I made it, but I got a 45 out of 74.
Cool. Let's see how much you lose.
Yeah, cool, exactly. Cool.
It's not going to be great for you.
Oh no.
Yep. Oops. No, come on. Yep. Only one. You hear the music. It is playing on speakerphone. They're all hypnotized by this beautiful ethereal music that wants to calm you and tell you of harmony. You can feel it. Just you feel it. You don't. You articulate in your mind as the concept of harmony, but it is not like literally being spoken. But Tina just stops. She just stands at the door, and a person walks by, and let's see how they do. Because now it's in the hallway, and that awesome. Person's not doing well either. That person stops as well. So yeah, what you can still act though.
I'm gonna close the door immediately.
Okay, yeah. They are. Tina is still paralyzed, but you see tears coming out of her, and the other person too. Like they just start crying as they're staring into the middle distance. There's like 9-10 people in there, just hypnotized.
Okay. Yep, I'm going to close that door immediately and cut off the sound.
Well, no, the sound is in the room.
Oh, I'm just going to rush towards the door and try to close it.
Yeah. You close the door. Yeah, that's fine.
Oh, yeah.
They're in the bay though. That's where the sound is. Like there's enough soundproofing that you can faintly hear it, and it's a bit creepy, but like, yeah,
The effects are lessened.
yeah.
Okay. Anybody besides the two that I noticed that were affected by the music?
Not right now. Yeah.
Okay.
You were pretty quick, and you lost as little sanity as is possible for that. Like, yeah.
Yay. Luck.
Mhm.
I'm going to take those two into her office and
Okay.
sit them down.
Okay. They
And-
come to after a few minutes. If you want to wait that long.
Yeah, I'm going to close.
And
the
they're
door.
like, yeah. So I hope that solved everything for you.
I'm going to be real with you, Tina. Do you remember anything?
It was fine.
Oh, well, here's what's probably going to have to happen for just a little bit, just because, as we discussed, there's a anomaly with Bay 4 where the calls are seeping through. And
Let's go check it out.
No worries. I actually already did before.
What was the anomaly? What are you talking about? Anomaly?
That is actually... There might be something wrong.
Come to this
with the
room
system.
again.
Let's open the door again. No. Like I said, your guys' bay was the main consistency, and now I have to make sure it's done thoroughly. You understand surely the security risk. I can't obviously have you check yourself when there might be a problem.
You can give me a human check.
I got that one. Yeah. I have it at 60. Oh no. Oh, that's a 97.
You know. She is very confused and does not understand anything of what you're talking about. She just has no understanding. I mean, that you don't need a check to make. Like it's very clear. She's very confused by it. She's asking a lot of questions. Anytime you start talking about like Bay 4, she's like, oh, well, I need to go check it out. It's right across the hall. Like,
Tina, I don't want you to lose your job, so please cooperate with me.
I am cooperating with you. I'm not sure what you're asking me to cooperate.
I'm saying keep everyone away from Bay 4 until this is resolved. Do you understand?
What?
Until what is
resolved?
Don't go check on it.
Why?
Don't do anything.
Why?
Because I have to look into it.
I don't understand.
Are you questioning an FBI agent?
Yes. We don't just roll over for the feds. I work for the city of Boston, not for the federal government.
I'm from Boston.
Good for you. I don't give a shit. Like, I have people under I'm responsible for the people that work for me.
And right now, you're impeding on the safety of those people. Do you understand?
Why? How?
Look at the employee who I also brought into the office.
What the fuck? He is very like confused about what going on.
All right, what do you remember, guy?
I was going to get coffee, and now I'm here.
And then you magically teleported in here, right?
Yeah. What was I drugged? Is there something in the air?
Need I say
was
more?
I exposed to fentanyl? Oh God, do I need to be detoxed?
Listen, clearly there's something going on. It's nothing you need to be worried about. I don't want anybody more exposed to it.
You tell me not to worry about it is worrying me. Like,
well, yeah, of course I have to say it. I can't say you're all gonna die. You're not all gonna die. You're gonna be fine.
I'm gonna call the SWAT team. Like, this sounds like an emergency.
You're not calling a SWAT team. Like, how dare you?
I will arrest you. Is there a hostage situation, or is there a bomb threat?
No, there's no hostage. Well, I would be way more worried. There's no hostages. It's just a simple
roll persuade -10. Like, you just. If you make this, you can calm them down, but you're kind of saying the exact worst things to calm them down.
I don't think I made it. Let's see. Persuade. No, I did not.
Man,
would you have made it? Really with the 79, you would have
find out anything at the office.
Yeah. So you're having a bad time. Tina's getting very angry at you.
I'm going to have to arrest Tina.
The employee is just a guy. He's just an IT guy. He's just like whatever, man.
Do you want to be a hero?
You
make sure nobody goes into Bay 4. Nobody until this is all over.
She's
I will
not.
take care of
She's
you.
not complying at all. She's angry at you. She's
not you. I don't care about you, Tina.
The IT guy is just like, look, man, whatever. I don't just. I just want to go back to my.
What's
office.
your name?
Steve.
Steve. What's your last name?
God damn it.
Steve Jackson.
Steve Leonard.
Steve Leonard.
Yeah.
Work with me. You'll be taken care of. You'll get a whole year free vacation. I promise you.
I don't care, but just let me go back to my office. I'll pretend this didn't happen, okay?
Okay. Yeah. Good luck.
All right. He scuttles away. He's just does not want any of this. Tina is pissed at you and is not going to comply at all. She is, if anything, going to do the opposite of what you say. Like, she is intent on leaving the office and going back to the Bay, unless you physically restrain her.
Yeah,
you don't have to make a check. You can handcuff her.
I'm going to handcuff her.
Okay, she reaches for the phone. You grab the phone, I assume. So you're just hog tying her. Are you gonna? She starts yelling for help. I'm being arrested for false pretense and someone. Yeah. What are you gonna do?
No. Don't worry, everyone.
I mean, you're in the office. Like, nobody has heard yet, as far as you don't know. I mean, you're in a single, like, it's a small office with a closed door. So, like, you can handcuff her, hands behind her back, or you can handcuff her to her desk.
I'm just gonna handcuff her and
yeah,
just handcuff her, leave her office, and calmly try to tell her, believe me, I am doing this for your own good. Nothing will happen. I promise you, nothing, no repercussions will happen to you. There's nothing wrong going on. But if you stop me from doing what I need to do, I can't guarantee your safety.
Okay, like, you don't even get a persuade check with that. That is the yeah, she is angry. She sits in the room. What are you gonna do?
I ask her,
Darren and Paul, you are close to the 911 center. You will be there soon.
no.
He's gonna be really angry when he finds out we didn't learn anything at all.
No, you guys learned about text and translating.
Well, he learned he was a book reader. He's probably definitely fucked up, which I think we already knew.
Okay. Yeah. So yeah, what? So what are you gonna do, Agent Quentin?
I ask her, the people in Bay 4, how many people have been in that bay?
She's not gonna answer you. She just stares at you, just angrily.
I have some fellow agents who will be coming by, and maybe you'll want to talk to them. I understand if you don't want to talk to me. That's fine.
Oh, she's done cooperating.
Oh no. Is there a closet in the room?
No, it's a small office. She's not like the big.
Oh, okay.
She's like a shift manager. Yeah. So.
Well, I'm gonna unplug your phone and unplug your computer, and then like I said, we'll be done soon, and you'll forget all about this. All right.
Mm-hmm.
And then I slowly walk out of the office and close the door.
Okay. Yeah. All right. So Paul and Darren, you get to the 911 center. Quentin, are you going to help them get in? Tell the security guard they're okay? Or are you going to let them try and get past the guard on their own?
I mean, if he sees there's like a guard there, like
yeah, of course, it's like a police like run operation. They have a guard.
Yeah, Paul would probably text Clinton to say like they're not going to let us in without a badge. Like, you should probably come vouch for us.
All right. Yeah, that you don't have to make a roll. That's pretty routine. Nobody else yet knows about you arresting the shift manager, or taking her hostage. because you did not actually arrest her. You didn't. You have no legal basis to do this. You have just committed a bunch of felonies.
Awesome.
Yeah. But yeah, you that takes a couple minutes. As far as you can tell, nobody has detected that she is, handcuffed in her office. Tina's handcuffed in her office, and yeah, you two can hear distant, creepy music. The theater music. It's not loud or clear enough to make a sand check yet, but it's coming from Bay 4.
Okay.
And everyone in that bay is there's 10 people in there, and they're all hypnotized. So yeah, what's the next move?
I mean,
So
We
you
could-
tell us what you saw in there, it's the hypnotized people, and it's playing on a smartphone speaker.
Yeah, they're all hypnotized, and I also inform them of the current situation with the supervisor. We may hear me out.
He's kind of nervously looking at the office now. Oh my god.
are there cameras in the office? So they've seen all of our faces and stuff walking in and out.
There's cameras in the hallway. Yeah, not in the office itself. It's a small office.
Oh right, but just in the building in general.
Yeah. Oh yeah, of course.
Here's an idea. We can give her what she wants, where we just push her into Bay 4, and she'll be docile because of the, that's one way to handle it, so she doesn't get in our way.
What Paul would say, so it's the music?
Yeah.
Well, do any of you have ear pro?
I mean, I would imagine I have some gun range safety.
I mean, he has squishy earplugs. I think he would have brought them along if he had brought his gun, because he's not thinking that he'd have to use it without putting it in first.
Okay. I mean, you can get earplugs. That's not a problem.
Okay, yeah, he would put in a pair of squishy earplugs and say, maybe we should see if there's a certain threshold, since we can kind of hear it now and it's not doing anything.
That's fair. Okay. Then let's grab the supervisor and let's go to Bay 4 and test out the limits.
Okay. All of you give me a sand check. Those of you, Quentin, this is actually going to be for violence for inflicting this on a person. It's kind of a shitty thing to do, to say the least. Yeah. The other two of you give me sand check with plus 20 because you are plugging your ears. So yeah,
I failed.
It's not.
That's a pass. 51 over 63 with the plus 20.
Okay.
I'm a terrible human being.
Yeah.
I failed.
If you make so Quentin, you lose 1 for violence, because she immediately gets hypnotized again, and you did this to a person. This is obviously gonna fuck her up. Probably. You don't know what the long term effects is. This is she was put in a trance by music. That's.
I'm just gonna bury it down deep and say, she'll be fine.
Yeah, she'll be fine. So
Paul,
if you make the sand check with the earplugs, then you don't take any, as they work enough that you can't hear anything.
Okay.
If you fail, some of the music gets in and you lose 1. It's enough to send. It's just God, something about it is just setting ice picks in the brain. It's just it's trying to do something to your nervous system, and it's not working because the information isn't getting through to hack your nervous system, right? But it's enough to jostle things, and it's really bad. So but yeah, with the earplugs, you can, and Quentin, you're already exposed to it, so you don't have to roll again, because you have the earplugs.
Yeah, Paul is gonna run over to the phone and just turn the sound on it all the way down so it's muted.
Yeah,
he's gonna put it in his back pocket.
Okay.
Wait, they're all gonna wake up.
Yeah, I know. Then we're gonna quickly leave the room before they recover, and we're just gonna leave.
We need to get the handcuffs off the manager before we do that.
Should we delete the logs too? Because if they go back and look,
I mean, we could do that too. There is a reason that I only muted the phone instead of turning it off.
All right, yeah. Give me, Darren. Give me, Anybody with computer science, give me a check.
I'll actually steal the phone.
Yeah, we are. That's what I'm doing.
Oh, cool.
Mm-hmm.
I muted the sound and put it in my pocket, and we're running away before they realize it's gone.
Okay, yeah, you delete the digital evidence of what's happening,
or at least I guess the logs, maybe or the
Yeah.
And Darren,
Everyone can
can
give
you-
me a human check.
delete the last hour.
It's a pass on human. 8 under 50.
Yeah, if you actually leave now, they're just not gonna know what the fuck is happening.
Oh,
Like,
yeah.
they'll have the cameras and know that you were there, but like and probably that you handcuffed her at some point, but they're gonna be so confused and traumatized by this that they're not gonna like make a stink about it because they don't understand it themselves. So
Okay, I
yeah.
made that as well.
Yeah.
All right, then let's run and
Mhm.
good job, good day, everyone.
Okay. So you get out.
Well, we accomplished something. We have a forget me phone now.
Sure.
What did we
Literally
learn
like
today?
the orb of confusion from SpongeBob. It might kill us if we turn it back on.
Mm-hmm.
On the phone, is it like playing from an app, or is it just like the music from the
phone.
call log
It's
just
a phone
routed
call.
through?
It's a phone call.
Oh,
What number is it calling?
A Dr. Riffle's phone.
Oh,
if it's making a phone call, well, I guess we wouldn't really have the resources to be able to try to track it that easily. We do have an FBI guy, but maybe you could talk to somebody.
Computer
Well,
science
we
check. You can track the phone.
Okay. I got 60. I'll give it a roll.
Sure.
36 under 60.
Yeah. 672 Walnut Street, probably that neighborhood.
Okay, so it's coming from the target area then. All right.
Mm-hmm.
We can also hit the green box before we head over there to get like body armor and whatnot if we're expecting victors and everything.
Mm-hmm. All right.
I don't know what. Paul's just like looking pretty overwhelmed. Like
Yeah. No, this is
this
really
isn't as bad as he thought so far, but like he's not really sure what to make of it.
I don't know, an entire like room full of people just paralyzed and hypnotized by music. That seems
It's pretty scary for him, but it's not as bad as what he was expecting.
Wow, Paul's a pessimist, huh? He was.
It is.
Yeah.
He is a pessimist.
Well, the day is still young. So are you going to trying to get to the street or the address, or are you going the green box first?
Out
Probably
of
the green
character,
box
I would
first.
say green box first, definitely. In character,
Yeah,
Paul
that's
has no
Okay.
idea what is happening.
Okay, so you hit the green box. It is a full warehouse. It is not a storage unit. So you have a passcode to get in. Automated gate lets you in, and you drive in. There is a key under a thing. You have instructions of where to find. Or no, it's a key. It's a key code to get into the door. Open it up, and it's a big warehouse. It is mostly empty, but there are some big old wooden crates full of stuff. Yeah, you can tell me what you're looking for, and I'll make a luck check to see if you get something closer. If you not like a specific thing, but like a type of thing, like a gun or a medical supplies or whatever. You tell me what you're looking for, and I'll let you know if you can find it there in a reasonable amount of time.
okay.
Well,
Yeah.
I mean, if he's there, what Paul would probably want is like an armor vest, like just like body armor or something, and then maybe like one of those. Maybe see if they're like, God, they probably wouldn't have them, but those range headphones, the ones that block out sound, but you can still hear someone talking.
Okay. Hope that my dice didn't drop. I'm making a luck check off screen, so. Yes, there are those headphones.
Somebody's thinking ahead.
Yep. And however, for armor, there is no like nice concealable vest. There is an EOD bomb suit, though. Actually, there are 5 of them. It looks like there is something from a unit like these couple of crates. Looks like they were meant to be sent overseas for like somewhere in Iraq or Afghanistan. Like there are guns, there are heavy EOD kit, and the absolute like headphones that will block out all sound or as much sound as possible. So and goggles and gloves and technical tools. But yeah, so yeah, you all can wear an EOD bomb suit if you want.
Does that actually provide like? Is that like the fake payday bulldozer kind, or the real kind that doesn't stop bullets?
I mean, they can stop some bullets. Like they're
Some.
yeah.
This
They're
is
more
that
designed to
GTA
keep you
5
from being
heist.
ripped apart when a bomb goes off in front of you, though.
Yeah. Let's see here. I mean, nothing is totally bulletproof,
Sure,
anyway. So
sure.
yeah. Yeah, it'll stop some. Like it's better than nothing for sure. Yeah.
Well, I mean, like, what kind of armor value would we be looking at then? Like 3 or 4?
Yeah, 4.
Oh, 4? Okay. I guess we could probably have someone in a bomb suit just so we
It's
guys.
summer though. It's gonna be
Yeah,
warm.
that's gonna suck.
Yeah, but we're gonna be at night soon, so it'll be
Who
like
has the best
Oh no,
firearms?
it's
Well,
like
it's actually rather who has the best medical.
it's like
You're
1
gonna be
p.m.
who we need to stay alive the most.
Yeah.
the best. I don't have. Like, I think I have
First
I do have
aid,
20.
maybe.
I do have 20 in medicine and surgery for whatever reason.
There
I've
it
got
is.
I've got a 30 first aid.
Yeah, I got none of first aid.
Yeah, there's there's a trauma kit.
Well, Patrick will take. Look, Patrick, Jesus Christ. Whatever. Paul. will
Whoever
take
I
that.
am.
Whatever name I gave this character, I made 30 minutes
Paul.
before.
Yeah,
Who
that's
am I?
Mm-hmm. All right. So you can get the trauma stuff. You get the EOD suits. You can get the headphones. Although like EOD suit with they're not really compatible with the EOD suits, but you get earplugs too. Because they're
I'd rather have the headphones than the EOD.
I mean, you can bring both and swap them out, right? Like you could take
I guess so.
Yeah. You also get if you want guns, there are rifles.
All right.
Assault rifles, some AR platform,
All kinds of M4s.
Yeah.
I'll take an M4.
Yeah,
I'll take one as well.
ammo.
Are they nice full auto or are they civilian model?
Oh, they're full auto, rock and roll. This shit is
Based.
extremely illegal. Serial numbers have been erased quite precisely. This is something that would be the stuff conspiracy theories are made out of. If
Yay.
anything else you want to get, or you just want to hit the road now?
Do we want ski mask?
There's ski masks, sure.
Yeah, I'll take
Yeah,
one.
balaclavas.
Yeah, not a bad idea.
Because we're effectively doing like a hit thing. If we don't want to be caught doing this.
All right. So you all get there. Well, actually, you start heading there, and so who is driving?
I have the base and drive.
Okay.
I have drive at 50.
Well, it's just the person
Should
driving
probably
is going to
be
be making the first.
I'm also wearing a bomb suit, so I probably am not at my
Fair.
most dexterous.
You don't have to make a check for driving. It's just normal driving, but you're getting out of the city proper into the suburb areas, and give me an alertness check.
Okay. Everyone or just the guy driving?
The guy driving. They're the one that can see.
Darren, are you driving or am I driving?
I'm not driving. I don't have base and drive. You said you had 50. You should drive.
Yeah.
Yeah, I guess probably you should drive, especially if we have a guy with a EOD suit on the
I'm
car.
probably taking up
25.
the whole back right now.
For alertness, you said? You said alertness, correct?
Yeah, alertness.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. I made it 25 out of 70.
Okay. You get like I said, around 4 blocks away from the thing and from the house, and you see a person out mowing their lawn, but they look weird and it's hard to place it. But like weird enough that you like, what the fuck? Like There's
Has to
just
do something.
something wrong about it, but you're this is making a check blocks away. So really you're like 7 blocks away and you see something at the 4 block range. So if that makes sense. And so yeah, you're a couple blocks away from this perimeter of where the furthest 9 around the same distance from the site. You know, if you imagine a circle right around the a 4 block circle around the Dr. Riffle's house. You see something at that circle, at the edge of that circle.
Okay.
And it's a person mowing the lawn, but there's something off about them, but you can't quite tell because you're just seeing them with your eyes, and they just like something about the colors and how they're moving, like
a weird uncanny valley where it's a little bit off.
yeah, but you can't. But you just don't have enough resolution. Like your eyes aren't able to make it out clearly enough, or you don't understand what you're seeing. But it looks like kind of like a person who is
Is it like someone
mowing their
being
lawn.
downloaded, like that kind of distortion, where it's like if you had something from AOL Messenger back in the day, where it's slowly
Like
There's
we
a
haven't finished rendering yet.
There's a fuzziness to it, like yeah, but like you're seeing them from blocks away, right? Like the person's going to look fuzzy and out of.
then
Yeah.
I'm probably going to inform my cohorts and say, headphone time, I believe. Things are starting to look a little weird.
Yeah, you don't hear anything, and like there's people going by, like everything else. No one seems to notice. No one else is reacting to the lawnmower. The person mowing the lawn looks. Yeah, you can. That's something you realize. You can't really tell what it's an adult, but you can't really tell if it's a man or a woman at this distance.
Are there like any cars or anything driving through that 4
Yeah.
block radius?
Mm-hmm. Not many, but there are some, and they're sort of, yeah.
We can either stop to check it out, or I say keep cruising on until we get to the house. What would you guys want to do?
Just slow roll past.
Okay.
Okay. At this point, the passengers can give me a alertness check because you're able to look at things other than what's in front of you because you're not driving.
Oh.
And I'm not driving anymore.
That is a 2.
Okay. All right. You see a handwritten sign taped on a window saying "Help! Trapped inside." At the house, like 2 over from the lawnmower. And you're not. Yeah.
I'll quickly like tap Quentin and like point it out and be like, should we do something about that?
You
might know something.
Yeah, I'm gonna pull the car slowly to a stop to kind of check back at it.
Yeah, you can park on the street. Yeah, there's plenty of parking. So yeah, you see the house with a sign, and then you see the lawnmower, and now you're closer, so everyone can give me an alertness check. Yeah.
I mean, if you guys are stopping by the house with the help sign, I think why do I keep saying that? Paul's going to stay in the van.
Okay, those of you getting out can make alertness checks.
That's a pass.
All right,
because he's all kitted up in like military gear with a rifle. He's probably going to send the wrong impression to whoever might be fearfully looking outside at us.
So, those of you who make the alertness check after stepping outside the car, you can see the lawnmower. You're a lot closer now, so you can make them clearly. And give me a sand check.
Yay! I did not pass that.
Okay. This is not good.
Oh no.
Okay, that's going to be 6.
Awesome.
My foot slams on the gas. I speed. No, I was kidding.
Well, you can project. You can, or it's fight, flight, or freeze. So what you see, it is human shaped and human colored approximately, and it moves approximately like a human, but it is definitely not a human because it doesn't have a face. In fact, it is just entirely covered in a sharp crystal mineral like material. It is sharp angles and different types of mineral or crystal to represent different sort of shades. Like the face is one shade, and the chest shirt is another. It's like if you take a person and then take different types of minerals and crystals to make a sculpture vaguely like that person. Only it's moving and it waves at you, and it is and its lawnmower is also like very sharp crystal. It is just sort of vaguely moving, and it walks over towards you, and it starts talking in a approximately human sounding voice. Hello, how's the weather? Pretty hot, isn't it? So Quentin is the one who failed the sand check, right?
Yeah, I failed.
Yeah. Are you projecting, or are you just gonna take it?
I think I'm going to have to project it.
All right. Which bond is it? And roll a d4.
All right. It's going to be my boyfriend, Damien. I'm going to yell at him when I get home.
Okay. Yeah. Yeah. Roll a d4. See how much.
Okay. Or Damien.
Poor Damien.
65.
No, this is a d4.
Oh my god. 3.
All right. So you only lose 3 sanity. You lose 3 off that relationship or that bond, and you lose 3 willpower. Isn't that nice?
I like that.
Yeah.
Sorry, Damien.
Sorry, Damien. Yeah. So you you hold your shit together. It's very disturbing. So Quentin's out in the car. Paul's in the car with the EOD suit on, right? Who's in the EOD suit?
Oh, I am. I'm still in the car.
Yeah. So Darren, where are you? Are you in the car or are you out of the car?
I was getting out of the car, but I failed that alertness test or whatever.
Okay, well, you see it as it approaches, so you don't really have a chance to react. First Quentin gets to react first. So what are you doing as it is approaching?
Oh, I don't want to unload a clip on it because witnesses. I'm gonna probably just slowly start taking off because not good. We probably don't want to be in communication with that. Driving away.
Okay, you're getting back in the car. So Darren, are you going to also get back in the car? You don't know why yet. Yeah.
I'm gonna ask him why are we getting back in the car? Aren't we gonna go to the house?
It's weird.
Yeah, this whole shit is weird, but and I'm still
whatever's coming to talk to us isn't good.
Oh, I'm gonna try to see what he's talking about at that point.
All right, yeah, give me a sand check. Yeah, you look and really focus on this thing.
That is a 10. I pass.
Okay, that's just 1. Right. But yeah, that's fucking unnatural as shit. That is a crystal mineral thing that is mimicking a human, and at a distance, and it sounds like a human, kind of. It sounds like a human, a little high and a little whistly, but yeah, it's approximately human.
I'll just quickly say very hot day. Wrong address, sorry, and start moving back to the car.
It waves at you and goes back to mowing the lawn, and you leave the help trapped inside house alone. Yeah.
Oh God, there's something I wanted to ask, but he really wouldn't be looking outside the car right now.
Yeah. The other 2 dudes get back in looking very distressed, and they drive away. Yeah. So
I'm gonna pull up Google Maps on my phone real quick and mark that house if I can to be we got to go back there later.
Okay, sure.
I don't want to leave somebody trapped.
So you drive and you going closer to the house, and in the middle of the intersection, blocking your path, is a cop car parked diagonally across the street. And there is from a distance, it looks like a police officer holding a shotgun, and it's holding up his hand to stop you, and starts walking towards your vehicle. So you see this in time, and what are you gonna do?
Hey guys, you might need to get ready to shoot a cop. Just a heads up. I'm going to try to talk to them. It's probably going to be
I'm gonna
awful.
roll my sand check now.
Okay.
Yeah. Wish me luck.
Yeah, I
And-
passed.
All right, you lose one. Yeah,
Yeah.
that's a thing that looks approximately like a human, but it is not.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm
Okay.
going to have a gun in hand as not in hand. I'm just going to walk out.
So you're stopping the car, getting out, and approaching the officer.
Yeah.
Okay. So you do that, and it halt. No one is allowed in. This is a crime scene. Go home.
I'm a federal agent.
It raises a shotgun.
There are other ways in. Please come back.
So what is your dex?
My dex.
It is a crystalline
11.
thing. Yeah. So
It's a 55.
Yeah. Just so you know, it is definitely a crystalline thing mimicking a human. All right. No, what is your dex score? So it's 11?
Yeah.
Okay. I will say, you get to go first. What are you gonna do?
Jump back in the car, slam it into reverse, keep my ass in very low in the vehicle, and reverse out of there.
All right, roll driving.
Okay. Did not pass. 94.
All right, you back into a car.
Oh,
All of you are jostled by it. None of you take damage. You were at a stop, so you just hit only went like 30 feet, so you didn't have enough time didn't have enough distance to accelerate enough to actually damage. I mean, the car's rear is fucked up, right? But
So is the car done then, or
no? It's still drivable.
Okay, it's still drivable. Okay.
Yeah, it wasn't a crit failure. So the windshield is suddenly coated. The cop shoots. You don't hear the sound of a gunshot though. You hear a ringing sound like metal on crystal or like stone on crystal. And then there's just this it's just coated in this thing that you can't see through. It's this like it looks like dirt or sand or something, but yeah, it's silhouetted, so you can't really see what color it is. But yeah, it's covering the windshield. All right. Are either of you two, or you just sit in the car waiting for Agent Quentin to do something next, or to drive forward? Yeah.
I'm probably gonna be screaming like, "What the fuck? What the fuck?" And then I don't know if I'd have the carbine with me because I'm not super familiar with firearms. I don't know if that would be something.
It would be in the car. You brought it with you, so
the windshield just got all covered up, though.
You can roll down a window and lean out the side and shoot. You can make a strength check to kick out the windshield so you can see.
Yeah, I was gonna
kick
out the back seat.
Yeah. So you're all yelling this at the same. So yeah, we'll just do each person's action. So we'll just do Paul or no, Darren, you're probably in shotgun. Paul's in the back. So Darren, what is your action?
Yeah, screw it. I'm gonna roll down the windshield.
Kick out the windshield.
187.
All right, yeah. Roll firearms. The car stops, so you're at base.
Let's see. That is a 71. That's a fail.
Yeah. Shots go by. Now Paul, what are you gonna do?
Damn. I'm in the back. I can't kick out the windshield, so I'll probably just move over to the same side that The other guy's on. Roll down the window and shoot.
You probably want to do the other. Well, no, you probably want to do the opposite side, wouldn't you?
Fair enough. Like
Yeah.
whatever. He goes to the window and tries to shoot at the
Yeah.
monster.
All right. Yeah. Give me a firearms check. You're in an
43
EOD
under
suit.
50.
Yeah, you still make it. You had a -10, but like because EOD.
No,
suit-
I actually don't make it then if it's -10.
Okay. 43. I thought you said 23. Yeah. Yeah. EOD suit is bulky and you're not used to it. You haven't trained for it. So
Oh yeah.
yeah. Weirdly enough, it's hard, especially when you're leaning out a car window. So it's just a little too hard. You nearly hit him, but don't. All right, new round. Agent Quentin, you're first. And then the cop, and then the other two. So what are you gonna do?
Focus still on driving to get out of there.
All right. Are you backing up, or are you trying to go around, over and around him? You can still see out back because you have your rear view mirror and everything. So, although you do need to go forward to back out of the car to get a Give me a drive check. Are you going to be slow and cautious? And you can do it without a penalty, or you can be get the fuck out of here now, and do it at -20.
That'd be it. I'll probably have to be safe and measured because I took a -20.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
It turns out driving is in combat conditions is really hard, especially doing it fast and right.
I make it. We tie. I can't remember if that's a fail or not.
Oh no, that makes it. So yeah, you're slow and cautious. You get out. You start backing out cautiously, but of course, the guy is going to shoot again because you're not fast enough to get out of his line of sight. And he hits again, and the windshield is gone. It cracks, it shatters, and yeah, there's this substance that starts pouring through the windshield. Everyone, give me a sand check.
I make it.
12.
Okay.
I thought I rolled 100 for a second.
I rolled 100.
Okay. You only lose 4. Let's see here. Who is that? It was Darren. Yeah, Darren, you lose 4. You're being coated in this sand. It feels like sand, but like large grains of sand, but they're rolling over you. And you watch as they start matching your skin tone, as they run, like start covering your skin. And let's see here. I'm going to give you a number, and this is not damage, but this is a number you need to keep track of, and let me know when it exceeds your con. And this is cumulative. So let's see here. Quentin, you take 1 point of sand. And Darren, you take 2 points of sand. And Paul, 3 points of sand start covering your EOD suit.
Okay.
And so your EOD suit, it doesn't touch you. But your EOD suit is being covered. Its armor value goes down by 1, but it absorbs all. So actually, you don't take anything. Your EOD suit takes it, but its quality degrades by 1 point.
Okay, so it's 3 out of 4 now. All right.
Yeah. So that's how that works. And it's giving you some protection. But yeah, it is not good. And that's its action. Let's see here. Next up, we have Darren.
Shaking off, I guess, kind of like that feeling of it like crawling over me and sticking. I guess I'm gonna shoot back at the crystal guy again.
Yeah, I mean, you casually try and shake it off, and it clings to you. So you'd have to take a full action to actually try and do something meaningful, but you can shoot instead.
Yeah, I'll just go for the shoot for right now, I think.
Yeah, go ahead. Yeah. You can shoot through the windshield since it's been shot through. Yeah.
Yeah, I'll do that instead of leaning out of the window. That is a success.
All right. Roll a D12. Yeah.
And 11.
11. All right. The shot goes through it. It shudders. Parts of the crystalline. The left arm of it gets shot off. And it falls to the ground with a horrifyingly loud shattering sound. And it shudders, but it starts holding the shotgun in one hand. So it'll be at a penalty to shoot next round. By the way, it's not cocking it; it just keeps pulling the trigger. So whatever this thing is, it looks like a shotgun approximately, but it is not a shotgun. Paul.
Try and shoot him again. Jesus.
All right. Yeah.
Oh, it's raining like hell out here. So if I disappear, it means my power went out or something. 39 under 40, I guess. So I did hit him that time.
Yeah, you hit him.
Full auto. So.
Okay. Yeah. Roll 10% lethality.
33. So that's a 6.
Yep, 6 damage. That is enough to drop it. It was already damaged. It stops. Yeah.
Oh shit. Take us past where it was. We have a way through now.
Mm-hmm.
But was the infection coming from the air, or was it just from his gun?
It sounded like it was from all the sand that fell on you from the windshield.
That was shot out of the shotgun.
Oh, okay,
Yeah.
okay. It wasn't like the air was sand.
No.
Imagine beanbag rounds, but it's this unnatural sand substance.
Like Play-Doh sand. Yes, I understand.
All of you can give me when you mention that, give me an alertness check, actually.
Who, me?
Yeah. You were asking about where the infection comes from. Yeah.
Got it. Thank you. 50, that is a pass.
All right, yeah, there's weird, it is dusty out here now. There's a weird wind and a weird, it's like being in the desert almost.
Uh-oh.
Mm-hmm.
Hey, remember those EOD suits from the... We should grab some more.
Mm-hmm.
I think it might be a little late for that.
I mean, do you want to put them on? You can still put them on.
I guess we brought them with us. Yeah.
Yeah.
They're just all in the trunk.
You could put them on. Yeah. I guess you would have to get out of the truck and spend like 20 or 30 minutes putting it on. But yeah, you could do that.
Mm-hmm. If you want to do that for the two of you, that'll take 20 minutes, but you can do that, but it will cost it'll give you 1 point of sand because you're out there
also
for a bit. Yeah.
Well, also, who knows who's going to show up to fucking look at what happened, like if anything happens. Like we did just get in a gunfight in the middle of the street, even if things are strange.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, that is a consideration. So
you might want to go find somewhere more out of the way to put those on instead of just doing it right now.
Yeah, let's find a park restroom. I think it's a suburban.
It's suburban neighborhood, so yeah, you there are houses. You can see there are other people walking around, and
They're not real.
Everyone give me a new sand check.
I was gonna say,
okay, are there people walking around? Are they like around us? Are they like reacting to this like people would? Or are they just kind of like staring at it?
They're just kind of following them, going through the motions of being normal people.
Okay, so yeah, that's a fail.
I failed as well.
I made it by 1. I'm at 69.
Yeah, this is really fucking bad. This is really fucking bad. If you fail, that is fine.
Oh my god!
I'm projecting.
Shit.
Yeah. Also, are you looking at the dead cop thing?
That's 3.
Mm-hmm.
6. I'm gonna lose 2 off my daughter Inez. He's gonna be completely insufferable as a dad after this.
Yeah.
For some time.
Mm-hmm.
Oh no.
How often does this kind of shit actually happen? Like, oh my god!
As far as you know, this has never happened ever. Like,
that doesn't. We have a phone that makes people forget things.
Yeah, and the crystal people that are the mineral people things that are. Yeah, are you looking at the thing that you shot up?
Sure.
You took a life. That's right.
Yeah.
How does it feel?
Well, it was. There is a body in there, and it is just. There's a skeleton and a goo coming out of it that you realize. Do you have any medical skills or forensics?
I have first aid 30.
Yeah, give me a first aid check.
57 fail.
What the fuck happened to this guy? Like,
Yeah, really.
this is yeah, that whoever was in
More-
that thing is dead. 100%. Yeah.
More than that, what the hell happened to like my teammates? They got covered in that shit.
Yeah, they
It's
have
eating
it
my
on
bomb
them.
suit.
You can feel it on you, and it kind of burns and tickles, but it is not doing
Ugh.
damage yet. Yeah, yeah. This is all like you like stopping the car, shooting the cop, and like
Yeah.
now figuring out what to do.
Figuring
next.
out what the fuck just happened to us.
Yeah. Yeah. So anyone who made the sand check didn't lose any, and if you failed, it was 5 for like seeing that there are like numerous of these
Yeah.
imitative humans, whatever you want to call it. These doppelgangers made of crystal and mineral, made of sand, or covered in sand. They're coated. That's the thing. Like they're coated in this thing that then starts mimicking their behavior and appearance approximately. But yeah.
We got to get to that guy's house.
Well, also, we got to tell the fucking handlers about this. I mean, we can put 2 and 2 together. We're going to end up like them if we keep out there without proper protection.
Mm-hmm.
We need to find somewhere to get you in these suits. Yeah.
I send a message to handlers also right afterwards about like quarantine, sand, sand people, and diamonds.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, so as far as I can tell, we can't wear the headphones and the bomb suit fully at the same time. So it kind of makes the point of the bomb suit pointless unless it's stopping bullets.
Well, I mean, we can also
It's stopping the sand, that's for sure.
Well, it is stopping the sand too, but it like if you're not wearing a helmet, it's still going to infect.
I mean,
you.
basically, the bomb suit will give you some bonus against the music, like because it is muffled and you can put earplugs.
Okay, fair enough.
Yeah,
Like,
we can also.
Okay, well,
the headphones mean you don't hear anything. Like you don't hear a goddamn thing, so you don't have to worry about it. But like, yeah.
Okay, then we can just do that. Then I'm happy with. We can keep the headphones around, so if somebody is like, if it's like one guy alone and 2 people end up hypnotized, you could just rip their helmet off.
Yeah, just the headphones don't fit around the helmet, right? Like,
yeah, I know what you mean.
Yeah. Okay, so are you two donning the EOD suits? Or are you going to retreat first? Are you going to go into a house to try and find some shelter from the sand? Yeah.
Honestly, probably looking for, because the more conspicuous one would be like a park restroom where, you know, there's always a public restroom in a neighborhood park.
There's no park within blocks of here. Like this is
damn it.
This is suburban sprawl. I don't know if you know this. It's just houses.
Yeah.
I want to say there is that house we passed with
This
somebody
is health?
inside. We could go back there, put
Yeah,
on
let's
EOD
do-
suits, and try to get an idea of what's happening as well, like what
Might
she's
as
seeing.
well.
what they've
If
seen.
it looks like these things are pretty checked out, I think Paul would be willing to go do that.
Okay, so you're going back to the help's house.
Yeah.
Yeah, we just got to deal with
Maybe
the
there's at least somebody
lawnmower
in there.
person.
All right,
See
yeah,
these
you
things.
can back the car up as fucked up as it is, and drive to the house because it's only a block away. As you get out, you just are you just running up and knocking on the door, or are you just kicking the door in? Like, what are you doing?
We're just I don't know. I think what are you guys doing? Yeah.
Probably gonna
might
try
have-
to like run up. I think.
Okay,
We might have to kick the door in because of the sand.
okay. You run up. You knock.
Or
on
I want
the-
to like
you-
knock on the door first.
Okay.
to see if
Okay.
they
Then
answer
yeah,
me.
knock on the door.
You hear a voice. Hello.
Hi. We saw your sign. We're here to help. But we need to come inside real quick.
That's so polite.
Tell me something. Tell me something unexpected. Say something unexpected. Something I wouldn't.
I'm not made of
anticipate.
crystal. I don't know.
I'm gonna shoot
Okay.
you in the face if you don't open the door.
Okay, all right. She starts unlocking the door. But the lawnmower guy is coming. So I will be the luck check to see if he gets it before she gets the door open. No, she gets the door open, but the guy is following, right? Like the three of you rush in, close the door, but the lawnmower man's like, hello, how's the weather outside? It's very hot, isn't it? Hello. And just kind of lingers outside. And seems to be like stuck out there, or like it's just staying in there saying things. Like conversational small talk starters. But yeah, there's an old woman there. She looks terrified. She has wrapped herself up in like garbage bags and has wearing a surgical mask, and is quite scared. Has the air purifier running on full blast. She's like, oh, thank God somebody made it. I saw the cops go by, the police, but I heard gunshots recently.
That was us.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Do we have the carbines with us inside the house?
Yeah, I assume
Probably.
you're taking the guns with you.
Patrick is
Yeah.
God damn. Paul is like
Yeah.
he's still got his gun, definitely.
Glad
Yeah.
to have you, Patrick.
Yeah. So, you have this. The old lady there. You can ask her questions. She just wants to be rescued.
Yeah.
He's gonna leave that to you guys. Paul wants to go. There's something that Paul has kind of thought about. He wants to go look and see out maybe like her backyard.
Mhm.
If there's any of those things in thin sight, if he could like step out for a second to check something.
Give me alertness check.
Okay. $22.
No. There's you realize there are in adjacent yards, but if you open it in such a way that you can avoid their line of sight and be very quiet, and you can, with a crit, you automatically do it, so you can get out with anyone knowing it. And you see like her fence is like about waist high. You could hop it and go cut across yards, right, and probably avoid.
Sure.
So you see a really good path to get you to Walnut Street. So that's the crit advantage. Yeah. But yeah.
Cool, but I do want to take a minute to see something, because this is specifically what he wanted to check. He wants to see if the crystal is spreading on like things that aren't, because he saw it had taken over the lawnmower too, right? Or at least it made something that looked like a lawnmower.
It made something that looked like a lawnmower. Yeah, it seemed to be connected to the guy. Now that you think about it, that's why he brought it over with him.
Oh, okay. So he wanted to check like the grass and like maybe like if there's a tree.
The grass seems to be normal.
Okay.
Yeah.
So the plants are normal. Okay. So he's gonna go back in after he knows.
You also notice that there's no birds.
Okay. So it might just be affecting animal life then.
Yeah.
I guess he'll go back in trying to think if he's seen like squirrels or like a dog or a cat or anything since they.
You did see a dog walker. Yeah.
Okay. And the dog was probably look kind of weird too.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, yeah. So it's affecting only animal life then.
Mm-hmm. So she is God, this fucking Phil. I can't believe Phil was right about the end of the world starting.
Who is Phil?
Oh, he goes to the church, First Episcopalian on Walnut, and he went. He stopped going a couple years ago, but he came last Sunday and said that the world got in front of everybody, said the world was going to end, and you all deserved it because you all didn't live up to your ideals, something like that. Like we weren't worthy of being. We were all too selfish, and you know the kind of old. I may be an old lady, but Jesus Christ, some old people, right? And he was just very. I can't believe he was right, and the world's ending. They didn't. Yeah.
You meet Phil Riffle?
Oh yeah. That's his name. Yeah, he's a teacher, I think.
Oh.
Very
How
pompous.
far away is his house from here?
Oh, his house is just across the street from the church.
Well, do you know any kind of back ways or like? Because you probably know a lot of walking.
Well, I mean, you can just cut across the yards if you don't want to avoid those things. What, do you think he was actually responsible?
Hold on one sec. I sent a text to a handler. Survivors in sandstorm? Question mark.
If they're not contaminated.
Can I also
Okay.
ask about the email? Just tag on that, like, be like, what was in the email?
Well, she might not. I doubt she got an email.
Yeah, she didn't get an email.
No, but like
He
to the
sent it
handler.
to like his colleagues.
Yeah.
Yeah, like if the program knew what was in the email, if they
Yeah,
just knew.
yeah, they knew. That's why that started the whole thing. Is that he said flag terms.
Yeah, I think is what he's saying. Is they didn't tell us what was in the email.
Yeah, you would have to make a check of some
Mhm.
kind to convince them to let you see the email, because it's a need to know kind of thing, and they don't think you need to know. But now you have enough thing. You be like, yes, I need to know.
Right. Yeah, I'll probably say like that Dr. Ripple was like preaching into the world and stuff about ideals. Like, did that track with anything in the email to like help understand what the threat comes from?
Okay. Okay. With that, you don't even have to make a check. So he, the handler comes back and says, Dr. Riffle said that humanity is slouching into chaos and disorder, but he will bring perfect harmony through Yalxathoth, the gate and the key, and all shall be made whole. These specific terms are flagged for references to proscribed technology.
Okay.
Yep. If anybody survives, they're getting unnatural as a skill.
Yay!
And also, I just realized, I don't think I said it earlier, but I had to use a D4 to avoid temporary insanity.
Mhm.
Lost one with my coworkers.
Okay. Yeah, fuck them. They don't have to deal with this shit. They don't
So-
understand you. Yeah.
Honestly, I just like left work in the middle of the day and haven't come back. So
Yeah,
Okay.
Paul would come in from the back and say, "Well, I think it only affects animals. The plants are all fine. I was worried if we had to go across the lawns that the grass might be like blades of glass or something, but it doesn't look like that's the case. At least, I think there's a good way through if we can cut over the fences."
Yeah, no, that's what the old woman was saying.
Mm-hmm.
Hey, can you point directly in the direction of which way to cut through the yards to get to his?
Yeah, she gives you directions.
All right. Well, stay inside. Good luck. And do you guys need anything? Are we good here?
Just save me. Stop it. Get his ass. I don't know.
All right.
that's what we're trying to do. We'll do
okay.
that, and you can be on your merry way.
Okay.
Don't die. Good luck.
I reload my M4.
Very encouraging. Yeah, she feels totally safe and fine now. Yeah.
Is the lawnmower dude still out front? Like,
Oh yeah, he is.
Is he still just like repeating the same words? Like
Just
he's not
kind of
getting
loitering. Yeah. Yep, kind of loitering.
Oh, is there anything in the backyard?
No, the backyard was clear. If you're like being careful.
Okay, yeah.
Okay, yeah. Yep. Hold on, I'm gonna get some more water, so I'll be right back.
Okay.
Yep.
I'm gonna take a leak real quick.
Something of that nature as well. So if anyone's out there, do you think we're all going to die or we're going to be just fine? I think we're all going to die. I feel confident.
I'm back.
Hello. I feel like this is going to end up being like Shaun of the Dead, where we're just hopping fences backyard to backyard.
Kind of thinking it's going to end up with me being the only one alive because I'm not affected by the sand yet.
Exactly. That's I'm like we're all
I'm pretty. I was kind of like, oh, that's how it
I'm
is. Huh?
fairly confident we are doomed.
All right, I'm back. Is everyone else back?
Yeah.
Physically or mentally?
Physically.
Oh.
Yeah. All right, so you yeah, he's out front. The lawnmower guy is out front. You could peek him through the window and you can see the lawnmower is sort of an extension of him. And yeah, he is just kind of in this weird looping pattern. Well, not quite a loop, right? But like it never says it's not exactly like a video game character, but
It's got radiant AI.
Yeah, there you go. But you can so going through the fence and taking a shortcut is definitely a good idea. You also have your EOD suits you could put on in the house if you want to, but like it'll be an athletics check at -10 to quickly go through the shortcut with the EOD suits on. It's nothing if you don't have it on, but you know that's your choice. Yeah.
Actually, a quick question while we're getting changed. Do we just still have the sand on us?
Yes.
Hey, ma'am, where's your chemicals and household items I can use really fast?
Why, here they are.
Yeah, I know. I would just want to try just a bunch of things. Like, is anything working on it?
Soap doesn't.
Gasoline.
Give me a luck check to see if her car is inside an indoor garage. I will roll for you. If it's under 50 or less, it will be. It is. Oh no, I parked on the street. Sorry.
Can we still get your keys so we can drive and not die? Oh wait, never mind.
Yeah.
Never mind.
Yeah, she doesn't have gas.
Okay.
In the house.
Try bleach.
Okay, give me a con times 5 check.
Okay. I did it.
Okay, so here's the thing with the bleach. It will work eventually, but every point of sand takes 2 HP damage to remove. So with the con check, you're like you can grit your teeth enough to do it if you want. But yeah.
Well, we figured out that that it's at least removable, so that's good. At some point, it's at least curable.
Mm-hmm.
That's okay. At least we can report that. Actually, yeah, I'll send that to the handlers right now. Sand removes with bleach. Winky face.
Okay. So are you going to remove any?
How
many points do you have on you right now?
I think only 1.
Okay, yeah.
Then I'll just remove 1 point.
All right, you take 2 points.
All right.
Ow.
Ah.
Yeah. You give yourself some you burn yourself with bleach basically. Like you realize you have to literally you have to you have to remove your skin to do it.
Yeah.
Like layers of skin in order to do it.
Yeah. And at a certain point, those layers are going a lot deeper than skin.
Yeah.
Looks like.
Well, with 1 point of sand, that was only you wrap your arm up in bandages, and you're fine now. It's fine. Don't worry.
Just in case, you never know if that sand's gonna spread, and then you're like, "Oh no, it's bad."
I also only have 1 point, so I will repeat that process as well if I can.
Okay. Yeah. Give me a con times 5.
Yep.
If you don't make it, you cannot force yourself to pour bleach on yourself.
That is a 27, I believe that succeeds.
Yeah, you can hurt yourself
Welcome to the Bleach Club, brother.
I'll do that, and like as I'm pretty much like grimacing and trying not to scream, I remembered something from a one of the 911 calls. And I'm gonna ask the older lady, like, have you seen like a giant cloud of smoke or anything outside?
That's right.
Yes, it passes over every so often, like a flock of birds or insects. I've just stayed very. I haven't moved. I haven't left the house, and I hide. It doesn't seem that they can read, because otherwise they would have seen the sign. So
How
yeah.
how long has it been since that cloud came by?
It's come by several times. I mean,
How long has it been since the last time? Do you know how long it takes it for it to go past?
like
how
every
much
20
you might
minutes
go-
or so.
Okay.
In fact, as you do that, it passes over.
Yeah, that's what I was about to say. We should probably wait until that thing passes by and then just
Mhm.
Exactly.
hide very quietly in the house as it does.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, you do that. Yeah, it gets a little quieter outside after it passes.
Man, you're doing
God,
the right thing.
yeah,
Don't draw its attention.
yeah. No, yeah. Helen has good. Helen has good survival instincts. It seems like so.
And does the cloud, when it passed by, is it like lower to the ground or is it like higher up? Like it could
Oh, it's
get,
low
like,
to the ground. Yeah.
Okay.
Are you watching outside to see what it does?
Yeah. If it passes by, I'll kind of watch it.
Give me that sand check. There is a jogger.
Oh boy. 51 over 50. I fail.
Okay.
Oh
This
no.
this is not good.
Just like the mummy with Brendan Fraser.
That is 6. It's the most horrifying thing you could imagine. As a jogger, just a dude jogging from another neighborhood, starts going down the street. He gets caught up in the cloud, and it starts covering him completely. And you can just you just hear these choked cries of pain as it starts swallowing him up, and then you see him doing that, but you see like bits of blood leak out from it as you realize there's a tremendous amount of heat involved when the person is fully sealed up. They're being cooked alive inside that as it sort of fuses and turns their flesh into soup. Yeah.
So that is not only the temporary insanity, that also hits my breaking point.
Well, you can project.
Does hitting breaking point give you? It just gives you a disorder, right? It doesn't give you the.
I mean, yeah, it's fight, flight, or freeze for sure. Yeah.
Yeah. Fuck it. I'll project again, I guess.
Okay.
4. Okay, so just one more point off. So that's still 5. So that's still temporary.
Yep.
Fuck.
So yeah, I am now at 45 sand, and that resets my breaking point to what? Oh, I'm just gonna like freeze upon seeing this, and just kind of like slowly like let the curtain draw back down, and just kind of like not move as I'm like watching it.
Okay.
I'm not in a hurry to open the curtain. I kind of lead him away quietly.
Yeah, it just kind of babbles a little bit about like the jogger. Now, yeah.
Yeah, I don't want to know. I'm not listening to him.
Yeah.
I have my earplugs in.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, so that you give him a minute, you give him some time, and he recovers. You put your EOD suits on, and yeah, you're ready to go. And all of you, give me athletics -10.
All right. $23, I made it.
29, I make it.
Mm-hmm.
83, I fail.
God damn it.
All right.
Damn you.
So close.
All right. Weirdly enough, the office jockey is not like super good at the
Fence hopping.
tactical movement. So yeah, basically Darren is trailing the two of you as you're crossing the street.
Oh,
Yeah.
actually, that's a fail for me. My bad. I read
Okay.
my athletics wrong.
All right, so yeah, only I think Quentin made it. So Quentin, you've crossed the
No,
street
Paul.
quickly.
I'm Paul.
Oh,
Yeah.
Paul. Sorry. Yeah.
Or sometimes
I was
Patrick,
looking at the Dice
depending on
Rolling
what my
channel. Yeah.
memory is.
All right. So Paul, you cross the street. You're into cover. You can see the church from your position. You're between two houses now, but you go through one more yard, you'll get to the street and you'll get to the church. And you can't really see much else at this point. But the other two are just lagging behind. They see there's another cop. I mean, they sent 3 police cars, so they have yeah. And so they one of them has a handgun, one of them has a shotgun. They yell, "Please leave! This is a crime scene." They start walking towards the two of you. So yeah.
Well, Paul has Dex 12, so if it looks like they're gonna accost them, he's gonna get into cover and then start picking on them with the M4.
Okay,
It doesn't look like that guy. The last one they saw jumped to violence very quickly, so he doesn't.
Yeah,
think
we
this is gonna
didn't even.
go
Yeah,
well.
I said I'm a federal officer.
It didn't seem like he was interested in talking, so he's just gonna start shooting if this is combat.
Yeah. You're ambushing them, so you get a
fine.
plus 20. Yeah.
Okay, yeah, this is at 70 then, and I roll a 1. It's a crit.
All right, yeah, you just kill him.
Cool.
You just a burst shatters the head. There's just thick, bloody ooze. Blood and meat slurry as under the crystalline material and the sand, and the thing just falls apart. There's a shattering sound, and so you went first, then Quentin can go.
I'll follow in suit. I'm proud of Paul, murdering somebody, doing great. I'm gonna follow.
He's dead
just shooting.
Okay.
Yeah, they're dead.
You're not coming back from that one. That's even more dead than like casualties are in red markets.
Exactly. Fuck. It's a hit.
All right.
26 out of 50.
Go ahead and give me a lethality check. Yeah, 10%.
And it's still a D100, correct?
Yeah, because it's lethality. Yeah.
83.
So that's 11 damage. So it's severely damage it as it tears it up. It starts bleeding. It'll return fire at you, Quentin.
No.
Weirdly enough.
I'm innocent of my
and
crimes.
that misses because it has a 50 and not a 60. So shot goes wide. And finally, Darren.
So with the EOD suits, is it still just flat firearms? Is it
Yeah, because you're not leaning out a window as well. So like the combination of the two is awkward enough. But like you're in the middle of the street firing a gun, and like the EOD suit is mobile. It is meant for using tools, right? Like complicated machine. So like it's not that bulky that you can't point a gun and shoot it.
The gloves are pretty good. The rest of it is very awkward to move in.
Yeah, to move, but not to pull a trigger.
Mm-hmm.
So that is a 20 out of 20. So
all right, roll lethality.
That is D100, or is that?
Yeah, D100. If you get a 10% or less, it's instantly killing, but otherwise,
that is a 12.
3 damage. It is still up. Because it does have a bit of armor. But we're back to the beginning. Paul, you're up first.
Okay. I'll try to finish off the last one. This is at 50.
Yep.
27.
All right.
There it is.
Roll again.
It's a 17 damage.
Yeah, it is. Yeah, just explodes into.
Well, that range time's paying off, man. Damn,
dude, double kill. Paul did.
My ex-wife used to give me so much shit. Look at me
now, Martha.
Yeah. So let's see here. All right, yeah. With that, the three of you don't see there are other onlookers, but they're still following their own regular patterns of behavior. So they don't intercede. But you all cross on, and you're finally at Walnut Street, and what you see is horrifying. because there's a new thing. Give me a sand check for this.
It's a new thing. Yay.
We're doing so well. 90 fail.
69 fail.
Hey, I pass.
All right, it's one if you make it, and yeah, all of you, yeah, those of you who fail, you can hear it. Actually, no, this is just to see it. So yeah, there's a separate thing. For those of you who fail, you have to give me another sand check. Well, first let me give you the. It is 4 if you fail.
I'll eat 4.
Yeah, because you hear the song now. If you make it, you don't have to. You've made the first check.
Oh,
you
that's
don't
my
have to worry
breaking
about it.
point.
Yeah. So what you see is a massive crystalline antenna-like structure or tree antenna. What you can see is every single bird that must have been in the neighborhood is now entirely coated in the sand and is now singing as one, a chorus. And there are several crystalline people holding up phones and devices. Yeah.
They're fucking recording the music and they're
Oh,
sending it to other people.
Anyone who calls any phone number in this area, that's what they'll hear. Is someone will give them something to listen to. So that's how there's. Even though this is happening in a major populated area, anyone who comes in the area gets turned into one of the things, and they're not going to tell anybody else. Anyone who calls anyone in this area hears that and is hypnotized. So that's how this is going undetected for hours in a major city.
Yeah, you gotta set. We gotta send that to the handler. Like,
But
I'm definitely sending that to the handler.
Yeah. So yeah, if you make your sand checks and no one is panicking or freaking out. But yeah, there are people. It looks like the church is performing a wedding.
Or a dog. That's very wholesome.
Yeah. There are crystalline people in. Yeah, there's organ music you can hear. It is odd. But yeah. It looks like Dr. Riffle. Well, yeah, it seems to be there's a lot of activity at the church.
I realize that we are the monsters, and I take off my suit and become a crystal person. No,
oh man, they don't look like they're having that much fun.
I don't know. They have marriages still. It looks fun. Maybe they have a great, decoration. No,
They're having the same marriage forever.
Diamonds are forever. Yeah, I guess we can check out the church. I mean, this might be
I think we should avoid the church. We're supposed to go to the house.
Yeah, the house. The antenna is the signal. We gotta. Yeah, you're right. We gotta kill the signal.
The antenna is just out there. Actually, it's in the yard of the church.
Oh, okay.
Oh,
well, we probably need to.
So the church is the boogaloo we need to do.
It does look like he is. You would guess that, yeah, Dr. Riffle has set up base at the church instead of the house.
I want to look up and down the street. Is there like a maybe there's a U-Haul or something there, or a nice F-150 that we could use?
Oh, you just want to plow it through there?
I was just thinking about that. Just
That's
ram the fucking
point,
tree with a big ass truck. Just
Okay.
throw a brick on the pedal. They aren't going to stop it. They don't even see what they realize what's
Yeah,
going
they'll
on.
ask, "How is your day going, neighbor?"
Give me a criminology to hotwire it or to figure out.
I don't have that, but he would point that out as like an idea.
Yeah, you don't know where you'd find the keys though. Like,
yeah, that's
I
my
have
point. He
criminology
would
at
talk to
50.
the other guys like, "Hey, do you know how to like steal a car? Like, what if we hit it with a truck or something?"
Yeah, I'll take a throw at it. I know a little bit about stealing cars and other things because criminology.
Okay,
And
yeah.
I'm a criminal.
I do have a 40. Huh.
Yeah, one. I am the criminal mastermind of the FBI.
Oh no, they hid their keys under their the door of the car. So yeah, you just find them. Like they're just boomer ass idiots who, yeah. There's also a gun in the car too. It's just a giant pickup truck with several guns in it, and also a thing of tannerite. Yeah, fuck it. Yeah,
Tannerite explosion.
Yeah.
Holy shit! Yes. Load that truck
you-
up with tannerite.
yeah. So you can rig it to take out the tree. With a single drive check, but don't fail this, or do. It'll be interesting either way.
Oh yeah.
Who has the best drive check out of all of us?
Well, someone had 50, I think.
That was me, but
Mhm.
I wanted to. Well, all right.
Yeah, I have
I'll
base
fill this
20.
bastard up with tannerite. I'll hand the guns to my compatriots. And I can't remember. There's no willpower in this game, right? Where if like I mess up a roll, I can't.
Nope.
Okay.
Delta Green's not that kind of game.
That's how I was like, this is a bleak game. Let's do this.
Uh-huh.
All right. I'll see you guys on the other side. I made it.
You make it. All right. You slam the car. You jump out. You rig it to go. You don't get caught because you're wearing an EOD suit, so you don't get dragged along as the car slams into the antenna.
Well, you might have survived that wearing an EOD suit.
Yeah.
That's like a
and then
Final
you can.
Destination day.
Now you don't. The crash does not detonate the tannerite because that's not how it works. But you place the tannerite so that you can easily shoot it from a distance after you slam it in there. So yeah, you blow the shit out of it. And the wedding parishioners start coming out. Here comes the bride, the groom, and the entire train, and they start walking around. There are dozens of them, and they're just walking around all three of you. But you could see they're trying to encircle you. And you hear a voice coming from you. Just let it happen. The world will finally be in harmony. It'll be better. There will finally be peace. There will finally be order. There will no longer be chaos or pain or anything as I can finally enjoy some peace because I have earned this. It's coming from inside the church, but yeah, Dr. Riffle is ranting. Human checks.
He's basically murdering people just because he can't stand the sound of people talking outside his house. Is what he's saying.
Well, no, it's going on
more than that. But
yeah,
I think we all passed our human checks.
Yeah,
we did.
It was an incredibly petty fucker.
No, he's just one of those people who's just like the world's going to shit. Everything's getting worse. Decline of civilization. It's just entirely petty things. Everything's getting worse. So and he's clearly, based on his history as a scholar, he's wanted. No one's more bitter than a disenchanted idealist, right? Like he just finally figured a way to create a perfect order, perfect harmony. You don't know how, but so the wedding guests are trying to surround you, but they are walking. So and it sounds like he is somewhere in the church, and you would have to go through them in order to get. They're between you and the church, right? So you can you can try and flank them and get around and climb into the church, or get into the church with an athletics -10, an opposed athletics check against theirs, because they will start matching your speed. Or you could try to shoot your way through. Well, there's way more. There's like 30 of them.
Oh yeah, okay.
Yeah.
I was going to so they're clearly listening to the whatever the doctor's saying, right?
They seem to be obeying him. He sounds real. He doesn't sound like he's made of crystal.
And so with our human check, is just because he's a petty human being. We're looking for recognition for his whatever bullshit.
Yeah, petty person, angry and like. Yeah, instead of like shooting up his office place, he found like hypergeometry.
I'm gonna placate his genius and be like, "Why do you think we were sent here? We're trying to extract you. You're obviously quite a brilliant mind, which we need your support in government."
All right, persuaded half. That's some bullshit. Like, I get it.
Yeah. Persuaded half. Like,
yeah.
Can I throw in saying like we have heard like Yogg Sothoth's call or something like that?
Yes.
Don't do that.
No.
I would say, no, you could do either one. You can't do both. But Quentin was going first. So yeah, give me your persuaded half.
Okay.
Crit failure. Interesting. All right. No. You're lying. You're trying to stop me. I was trying to build up enough to take the entire city at once, but I have to go now. So yeah, there's gonna be combat. He gonna pull the trigger on his bomb essentially. And you all need to fucking move fast.
Okay, here's what I think. We
Paul's first. Yeah.
Does this look like an older church? Does it look like it might have like another way in, or like?
Oh yeah, any church is gonna have other ways in. Like
Sure.
you
We gotta-
like I said, athletics -10 to flank around the wedding guests.
Yeah, he's gonna want to do that, but he's gonna try to cover the other two while they go running past. So maybe buy them some extra time.
Well, you can
picking
make it
these
an
guys
arm
off.
check to shoulder at base to like shoulder block somebody and make an opening. Or you could use firearms. If you kill one of them, you'll make a hole through their line, right? Like they're kind of spread out. They're not shoulder to shoulder, so and they're not fast. So
I'm gonna try unarmed combat since that's a 60 to just like shoulder check my way through them as we try to.
Yeah,
run away.
I mean the thing is, your EOD suit helps with this because it's mass, right? Like you're not like trying to do some complicated maneuver.
Well, I failed anyway. So
all right, yeah. So you butt into one, and your armor loses a point of value as it sand starts getting on it. Yeah,
2 out of 4.
So the wedding guests are going to go last. They're slow. So Quentin, you're next.
Okay, I'm probably just gonna take aim and fire and probably find a
try and make a hole by dropping one.
Yeah.
You can go to point blank range. You could walk up on point blank and get a +20 to hit. But you could then negate that by doing a headshot. So like aim +20, headshot -20. So you'd be rolling at base.
This is going to sound dumb.
Yeah.
Is it possible to make a shot where it makes one of them tumble and stumble the other crystalline folks since they're seem
same thing, except you're not killing one, you're just knocking multiple over. So yeah,
so they're like at least stunned for a turn or something.
Yeah, so you walk up in 10 feet of them and shoot them in the leg and drop and cause them to try and domino, right? Yeah. Okay. Yeah. Firearms at base.
All right. Failure.
All right.
Absolute failure.
Yeah, one of them is they're definitely going to try and grab you on their turn, but we'll see. They'll act last, like I said. So I think Darren is last.
Yeah, seeing that what they're doing, I'll also join in on the firearms and just go for like normal trying to kill one of them.
Okay.
Like no headshot, just the base 20.
You want to do point blank to get a +20 or
yeah, I'll go ahead and do point blank and
okay. And then if you take the +20 just normal, you'd be rolling damage, but if you do the headshot, you'll just instantly kill them if you make the check, but that'll negate your point blank bonus. Does that make sense?
Right. Yeah,
Okay.
I think I'll just do the point blank and no headshot.
Okay. Yeah,
just
+20
because then I'll be at 40.
Yeah.
So 46 fail.
All right. All three are going to get grabbed. Let's see here. They have a 30% unarmed because they're not very fast. So first one on Paul, misses. Second one on Quentin, misses. Second one, a third one on Darren. Rips your helmet off. And
I immediately shoot Darren.
You take 3 points of sand. Let me know when it exceeds your con.
So you did that to wash off, so it's down to 0. So now I'm at 30. Okay.
All right, that's not good. You're pinned on the ground with your helmet off, or you're being grappled. As they yank your helmet off, and sand starts pouring onto you. New round. Let's hear Paul. You're not grabbed yet. Next, if you're still in melee range this time, they double their chance to hit because there's more of them now.
Okay, this is time to try the gun. Do I get point blank on the gun?
Oh yeah. You are definitely in point blank. Right?
All right, we got 70 now. So
yeah. Now if you
42.
Okay, so that's just roll damage. You didn't specify a headshot.
It's
Yeah, that's 20
20?
damage. Yeah. All right, you still eviscerate. You still
I saw
obliterate
it.
one. Yeah.
I saw the 100 and had a brief moment of panic. I'm like, oh fuck.
Yeah. Yeah, that happens. And so next round you'll be able to move. Or Quentin, if you make an athletics check, at -10, you'll be able to take that opening and run into the church.
Yeah, you know
You
what?
should
I'll
get
do
in
that.
there and kill the guy.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm gonna do that.
Okay. Or if you start ripping off your EOD shit, I'll give you the athletics at base.
Nah, I'll get myself.
All right.
I already see that failing miserably and getting tackled.
All
I'm
right.
like, no.
All right, give me athletics -10.
All right. Uh-oh. I have no athletics.
Everyone has some. Like I think the base is 40.
Base
Oh
is
no,
30.
it's 30.
Oh yeah,
Oh,
so you have a 20. Yeah.
all right.
I've got a lot more bullets. I can keep shooting them.
Oof.
I mean, you're
Keep
still gonna
shooting.
make some distance unless you crit fail, but like,
I'm gonna go for it.
yeah.
31.
All right, so you breach through the opening, but you're waddling. So you're
Yeah.
just outside the church. You won't be able to. Yeah. So Darren, you're being grappled. You can break your way free. This round, you are not disarmed though, so you still have your gun in your hand, so you can blind fire at -20. Or you can make an opposed grapple check or unarmed check to break free.
Yeah, since my firearms is 20, that would be a 0. So I'll just do the opposed combat, unarmed combat.
All right. I will roll theirs. You need to beat a 10.
Got a 4.
All right, you succeed, but they succeeded better, so they hold on to you, and you take another 1 point of sand as they more of them start grabbing onto you.
And I'm just screaming like, "Get off! Get off! Get off! Get off!"
Oh yeah, no, this is not good. It's not good.
Hey,
Um,
just a sec. I thought you said they were rolling against 60 because there are more of them the second turn.
yeah, but it's an opposed check, so they roll.
Yeah, but wouldn't
10.
he have beat him if his was 40?
No, because it's the
He's
highest.
closer to his. I thought it was closer to your thing.
No,
without
it's
going
blackjack.
over.
Highest that doesn't go over.
Okay.
So 10 beats.
But
a
what if
4.
he was positive and having happy
Yeah.
thoughts?
Well,
Yeah.
the way I always did it is it's like distance from your target number was what I was thinking. But that's okay too.
That's Eclipse Phase. Delta Green does blackjack without going over. Or no,
Okay,
Eclipse Phase. Second edition does that too. Yeah, or it's blackjack. Yeah, no.
There's so many
Eclipse Phase,
systems. They're all
Yeah,
mixing
yeah.
themselves together within my
But
consciousness.
the rules as written is blackjack.
Okay, that's fine.
highest without going over, because you don't have to like figure out margin of success, right? It's just looking at a number which is higher. Yeah, new round. Paul, you're up first. You obliterated one. You can run this round and get in this round if you make an athletics -10.
Oh, yeah, I'll try to run.
All right, abandoning your comrade. It's fine.
Oh yeah, he's down.
Oh my God.
No, I'll try to shoot at the ones that are like attacking him because I do have a better chance of escaping unarmed at least.
Okay, that's a called shot, so -20. Well, but that's negated by being point blank.
Yeah, they're like right on top of us.
Uh-huh. All right.
10, so
Roll
that's
damage. Yeah.
7. So I don't know
All
if
right.
that's like doubled. Or something.
No, it's 7 damage is enough to get it off. So
Okay.
yeah. You free him. You don't kill it though. So let's see here. Quentin, you get in. Give me an alertness check to figure out
All right.
where Dr. Riffle's hiding.
32 out of 60. Alertness. No, sorry, 32 out of 50, but still pass.
Yeah, that makes it. You see him. He is hiding behind hiding in the corner. But he is chanting. And you can see the ceiling, there's just a massive cloud of sand. He's building up a critical mass and looks like he's about to do something.
Oh, I'm just immediately just gonna erupt in fire and be like, no.
Yep. Give me a firearms check.
All right.
I'll give you. Yeah, you're not quite at point blank range. You failed your check last round, so you didn't have time to cover as much distance. You're just outside of point blank.
Can I move up a little closer, then go to point blank?
No, because you failed your check last time. So
Fair enough. That is a fail.
All right. Okay. Yep. So yeah, it doesn't really matter. He succeeds. He lets out a massive swarm of the sand. It envelopes the a very much larger area. It is no longer something you can solve. And
We just lost.
you did.
Fuck.
And
We did it, everyone.
yeah, Darren, you don't have your helmet on. You're fucked. You're gone. Like,
No.
there's no way you could survive it. But the two of you have EOD suits, so you might survive. You could if you kill. Yeah, Quentin, what are you gonna do next?
I'm just gonna rush at him until he's dead.
Yeah. All right, you kill him, and then you are dead. Like you don't have a chance. Like, So Paul, you hear gunfire, and then this massive sandstorm just erupts from the church. And
I guess I just go running for anywhere that looks like cover.
yeah, you can give me athletics -10.
Okay. Let's see. Oh.
Yeah. You don't make it. It's too much. Your EOD.
Well, my kids are out of Boston at least.
You don't. It's none of your problem anymore.
No.
But yeah, Boston is has to be secured with missile strikes. There is just they don't know what the fuck happened. The end times have begun. Really did begin. Poor Helen didn't make it either. Like it just takes out a good chunk of Boston, causing that something they can't cover up. If you had made that check, or if Paul had gone in and shot at and made a firearms check, you would have interrupted his chanting. That's the reason why his thing wasn't growing. He just wanted enough space to build up a critical mass of sand to then unleash and take over the entire city. And then once he had the entire city, he would be able to have enough to just keep building up exponentially, right? But you did kill him, so he actually doesn't destroy the world. But yeah, Boston's gone. Like it like a massive chunk of Boston is just gone.
Well, at least we saved the world.
You at least saved all of humanity from being annihilated.
Dying this week, yeah.
Yeah. TPK. But yeah, you saved the day, kind of. Not quite the best ending. I rolled the d6 to see how many
Can't
rounds
get much
it was.
worse.
It was three rounds. It's like, well, good luck. Yeah. Yeah. Those things we're not alive. They just mimic behavior. They're like, they just he just would have been alone in a world of things that looked human and acted human vaguely, but like there's nothing going on in there. It's just inorganic material. So there's a lot of red on those white picket fences from the blood slurries and that was Red on White Picket Fences. What'd you all think?
Oh, that was pretty great. That was fun on that one.
Yeah. I wanted to just create a different type of thing, like inorganic as possible. And
reminds me a little bit of Ex Oblivione, with how it just starts. You can tell the investigation isn't going great to begin with, but then it just blows up into something much worse.
Yeah.
Kind of all of a sudden.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, Delta Green really does have that sudden escalation shit happening where it's just like, it's fine, it's bad, it's fine, it's bad, it's bad, it's bad. Oh god, it's too much. Yeah.
Oh, the entire town is trying to kill me.
Yeah. It's not good. It's not good. But yeah, I just thought of. I just had the idea. So I'll probably. I don't know if I'll work with the sand pattern. I called it pattern sand in my notes. And yeah, it just coats living things and then creates patterns based on their behavior. And that's it. Like,
I'd say
but
pattern sand's a good name for the monster.
yeah. And yeah, basically if it exceeds your con, then you take a lethality hit. And if you survive that, then you like take a massive sand hit as well. But like it's a 20% lethality hit. So it's pretty fucking bad. But yeah.
So is that you having turned into a crystal man and retained your personality?
Yeah, once you get a critical,
something?
yeah. Well, no, you don't get. You're gone. Like you're dead. Like 100%. Like there's nothing there. It just mimics you mindlessly. Like yeah. But like the lethality hit is just a critical mass of sand covering you and attempting to like turn you into one of those things. If you die from it, you become one of those things.
Oh, okay.
Scarabs and the mummy.
Yeah, like scarabs. Only like instead of eating you, it just turns you into like a blood slurry. You know, and yeah, just like a oh god, this is the bad thing. This is not like a subtle thing. This is like the end of the world. You disarm a nuclear bomb. Only it's Yog Sothoth. Yeah. Dr. Riffle was just like instead of using a gun, he used the great old ones to fuck the world over. Yep. Because that's the horrifying thing is just he had petty dumb bitches like things aren't like they used to be. Better kill everyone about it. Yeah, just an asshole.
Billions must die.
Yeah, basically. So yeah, that's it. Well, thank you. Any questions about it?
Statistically, I mean, we did pretty good. I mean, not the whole world's dead, but
yeah, that's true. Yeah, you do have that for you. Yeah, if you'd been left alive, you would have kept expanding until the entire world was coated in that stuff. And
so we're heroes.
Yeah,
we didn't.
Yeah. Yeah, they just used missile strikes to fucking neutralize it.
I don't think
in our honor.
Yeah. Without anyone controlling it, I think it all goes dormant. But like after it does its thing, like it doesn't get any new orders, right? So it just keeps repeating the same patterns over and over again. So eventually, like the fucking dudes in hazmat suits come in and just fucking torch everything and annihilate it.
They do probably have a lot of sound clips of whatever was playing on that Forget Me phone. So it's probably not as hard. It's probably a little easier to cover up from now on.
Yeah, that's true. That's true. That was just like, I obviously need something so the authorities don't get me. So thanks, Yog-Sothoth. Just a weird hypnotic song to make people, put people in a trance. Cool. That's all I need.
Does Tina ever file that complaint against me?
Tina dies. Tina's dead, man. They're all dead. That entire call center's gone.
Well, you see, everything then no loose ends. So you know what? Mission successful.
Yeah, there's just like a couple of people in a bunker somewhere that were your hand just going like, what the fuck? What the fuck? They're just chain smoking and drinking. They're having a very bad day. Their bad day has just started. Like
we can see the director is making that face at them. The one in the little picture on there, he's looking at them exactly like that right now.
That's exactly it. Exactly it. Cool. All right, cool. Well, that's it for this episode. Thank you again so much. If you want to play any games like this, check out patreon.com/RPPR or listen to this episode and other episodes on RPPR Actual Play. Available in all podcasting apps now. But this is Ross Payton of Role Playing Public Radio, and we'll talk to you later. Bye.
Goodbye.